podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
I am sorry. Are you okay?
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every
Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We are back to discuss the return of Edgar Berlanga. And this is what we're going to be talking about here today. If you guys are interested, you know what to do. Go ahead and join us on X Spaces or Discord to partake in today's show and voice your opinion on today's topics. Probably going to get a lot of calls. Maybe we don't get any calls. I can see some hatred being brought down on Edgar as he is not a main event. But according to Keith Conley, who had a discussion with Edgar's manager, Michael Coppinger had a discussion with Edgar's manager, Keith Conley, who explained that this is all part of the plan. Keith Conley tells ESPN, quote unquote, Berlanga being added as the co-main on March 15th was a strategic move on our part to keep Edgar active since the big fight we are targeting isn't available till later this year. I won't get into details, but everyone will realize later why we made this move and how it leads to one of the big fights next. Now, I don't know what big fight is on the horizon for Edgar. If it's not Caleb Plant, the only other big fight is Munguia and maybe Mbili. I don't know. Mbili, that could be a big fight in terms of hardcores. Like, yes, I like it. You like it. I don't know that it's a casual, friendly, casual fan type of mix-up. But, hardcores will like that fight. It should bring some action to the event. Now, Edgar joins the undercard of Ammo Austin Williams as he is the main event, and he will be taking on Vonley on the undercard. So I'll go ahead and screen share that poster. That is the Edgar undercard. Edgar is on that undercard. Obviously, the new Olympian, the Matchroom signed from Florida, is also on that undercard. And the return of Austin Ammo Williams, he's back. So this is Edgar's opponent. I don't know if Jonathan Gonzalez is the same Mantequilla from years ago because he's got a different last name. But hey, there's been a lot of switches, right? We were told that this Edgar fight would take place in Puerto Rico. Now we see that it's actually here in Orlando, which is baby Puerto Rico for sure, but not quite where we expected, not quite where we expected Edgar to be. We were told he was getting a main event deal. That isn't the case at the moment. But the return of Edgar Berlanga, nonetheless, man, and he's shaking out. We'll see what comes next from this particular event. But if you guys are interested, you know what to do, man. Phone lines are open. You can call in. Audio should be good on X Spaces and on Discord. So we got people definitely laughing that he's on the undercard. It sounds like it's part of the plan. Take short money now to get the bigger money later, you know, and I don't think he should be frowned upon on that. You know, we should definitely see what he has in store, you know. A lot of time these guys, they get to a certain level and they don't want to get off that level even after a loss. You know, shout out to Edgar that isn't arguing to be a main event even after losing, and instead he's just ready to rock and roll, get back in there and mix it up. Again, big fights for me, it would have to be Pacheco. Which Pacheco, if we go to the Instagram of this particular post, it seems like Pacheco is taking shots at Edgar Berlanga in the comment section, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Yeah, that is Pacheco, like I thought, here in the comment section on Instagram, getting a good laugh at Edgar's opponent, as you can see. A lot of people putting laugh out loud emojis. We'll see if Edgar gets the last laugh once this fight is all said and done and they announce whatever is next for Edgar Berlanga. You know, taking some heat. I like that he's getting the tune-up, though. You know, you had a tough fight with Canelo where people thought you would get stopped. You went to 12 rounds. You know, get back on the saddle. Did it again. Get back on the saddle and get a couple of wins and see what's out there for you. Phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Feel free. If you want to get on, feel free. Discord is available and X Space is also available. I'm going to go ahead and pin those links in the chat. We got Alex Vega. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right, yeah, good evening to everybody. Yeah, all right, Berlanga's back, man. The much anticipated return. You know, I remember, from his last fight, right? He was facing the face of boxing. And, especially within this community, there was a lot of hype, a lot of talks about it. My favorite, it's literally my favorite thing that's ever been said on the show. I mean, when I say it, you're going to feel it. You're going to get goosebumps. It's going to go down your spine. You're going to feel it, right? They said this shit was going to be a movie. The bitches, the chains, the BBLs. It's going to be everything you ever hoped for. And, the fight, it happened. We don't really care about that. Berlanga, he put on. He represented Puerto Rico. He really did his thing, right? In a loss, didn't get knocked out, like you said. He went out there to Puerto Rico, took a video, looked like he had the whole city out there, the whole country out there for him. You know what I mean? And, we've been waiting. There was a lot he said he wanted the IBF title so bad. He just really want to get his hands on it. And that was taken from him. Canelo came, Canelo picks and chooses. You don't say no to Canelo unless you're a weirdo like Chris Eubank, right? So, what does he do? This is obviously the next best thing. Not going to the Puerto Rico where they say that's his real home country. Put on for the whole la isla, right? Nah, come back to Orlando, which is still Puerto Rico, really. I mean, if you actually be around Orlando,
baby Puerto Rico, baby Puerto Rico,
1000%. So what's a better way to do it and come back as a co-feature in a place that's not going to have more than 4,000 or 5,000 people.
Nah, what's a better way? No.
That is the best
be honest.
I can't see anything better than this. This guy's a super mega star.
No, give
He's
him
a
credit.
Co-feature
Give
in
him
the Caribe
credit.
Real.
Give him credit for being a co-feature because he's like, yo, this is a tune-up. He ain't acting higher and mighty than everybody. It's a tune-up. He went on co-main event status. That's good. More people should be willing to do that. That's all.
No, for real. Let's hype him up. Let's say he's a super mega star. I'm saying the face of Puerto Rico. The the face of super middleweight besides
One.
Canelo, right? He's the next best name. Fuck a Caleb Plant. Nah, fuck him, right? Don't even fight him. Don't even, let's pretend that we're gonna get this, a title fight, or we have a hit list. You know what I'm saying? Let's go in the ring, do all these cool moves, and then we're fighting a guy that took 10 years off, fought two tune-ups, and then we back as listen, you know what, you're right, that is a great angle. I got to give you credit. That is a great angle. Yo, listen, you're not, you want to come back, we can do it. We can make it happen. I'm assuming Puerto Rico fell through for whatever reason. And this is the next best thing. Yo, he wants to stay active. You have to give him credit because he was waiting and shit didn't plan out. So right, he's not acting like this, like he's bigger. He's bigger than than anything. Being co-featured though to Emma Williams is wild. And hopefully he comes back quick. A lot of times we're in the moment. Obviously I've been trolling, but you are right. That is a good point. I'm not gonna knock that, but I want him to come back quick and really put on, man, really represent what he claims to represent, us, right? The Puerto Ricans, especially coming here to Orlando. It seems to be a rising hunger for boxing. They're coming back, and like you said, you went to the fight, and they added seats. Obviously, Jake Paul is a bigger fighter, so he draws more, so they did way more for that. But who's to say they can't do that for Belanga or put him, in the Amway arena? I'm sorry, the Amway Center, because there's an old one and there's a new one. I can't remember the names. Which I saw Miguel Cotto. I was there when he fought Delvin Rodriguez. He had, I think, 8,000 people there, 10,000. And that, let me tell you, you want to talk about that a fight being a movie? That shit was a movie. The fucking streets were filled with Puerto Rican flags. You know what I'm saying? They had the Puerto Rican food trucks. They had the Puerto Rican dude looking like the Puerto Rican Uncle Samuel on stilts. That crap. That's a movie, Nestor Gibbs. Not you seeing some girls with fat asses like you never seen girls with fat asses before. I'm from South Florida. We see that shit all the time. That shit ain't no movie. That shit's called Another Tuesday. All right. But shout out to Belanga coming back. Jonathan Gonzalez, former 2008 Puerto Rican Olympian, a guy that had a little bit of height. Mantequilla. Missed weight when he fought. Ooh, man, I forgot the guy's name. Then came back. He had a draw. Then came back, won a majority decision against Boots Ennis's brother, Derek Pooh, and then kind of like disappeared off the map after that for whatever reason. So it's a guy that used to be of some quality. We'll see what he is, but everyone's expecting Berlanga knockout. We're back to it being a movie. I guess a mini movie, man. That's my call, man. Appreciate the time.
I just don't remember when Jonathan got this different last name because I watched that fight in the Turning Stone Casino. I'm gonna double check now, but I feel like this was when Gennady fought. Yeah, I was there when Gennady fought Praska. Jonathan Gonzalez was on that undercard as Gonzalez, not Gonzalez-Ortiz. I don't know where that came from, but I haven't seen him since that. He fought in Magic City Casino in Miami versus Derek Ennis. I didn't see that fight. And since then, he's had a couple of fights. At least he had two in 2024. So he's not completely inactive. And he was just in the Caribbean Royale in Orlando last June. So, yeah, man. I'm not mad at the fight. Every fight can't be a super fight. And these guys got to do this more. You got to mix in your tune-ups or, you're going to burn your fighter out. Hopefully he can come back and put on, in a way that actually draws him some fans. But I got none other than Johnny from the Hangout Spot, Puerto Rico, Orlando in the building. They're going to say you biased, man. They're going to say you jumped on just because of Berlanga.
Oh, of course, man. But you guys know I rock with Edgar, man. He my guy. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm glad that you put some clarity on it because I was confused. I've been hearing for months from Edgar himself, from his trainer, that it was a done deal. Puerto Rico, March, he was headlining, and now we get this curveball. But I'm not mad at it. At the end of the day, like you said, Keith Connolly, put a little bit of clarification to it. They're looking ahead to a big fight. I'm not mad that he's fighting in Florida. It's my backyard. So more than likely I'll be in the building. But I just hope this leads to a potential Caleb Plant fight. That's what I'm thinking that they are possibly looking at if I had to guess. I know you said Pacheco and I spoke to Jose Sr. last week and they definitely want that fight too. So but my question to you, Ness, isn't this the last fight of a 3-fight deal for Edgar with Matchroom?
Yeah, that's what the title says, man. He said he's welcoming free agency. So everything is strategic. See, people laughing, oh, he's a co-main event. Nah, they took short money. They get a tune-up, right? On television. They took short money strategically because now it's a bidding war. Now you tell me, who brought in more money for Matchroom?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that can't be denied.
You know, outside of an AJ and a Katie Taylor, I would say Berlanga is their top 3 draw with the Canelo fight proceeds. So he's going to do what he already did. See who's willing to pay the highest bidder. You know what I mean? He showed that he can draw and that he can be economics for certain promoters. So I think that's what they're doing. You know, they got rid of their last fight without it being, you know, a do or die fight. So they getting a tune-up. They getting Matchroom to pay for their comeback, and it's an audition for free agency because you get a knockout, you going into free agency on a high. More people want you. You look bad, you probably ain't gonna get a bidding war over you. So this is all strategic. I would have loved for him to be in Puerto Rico. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to Puerto Rico, man. That's why I was disappointed when I first heard about this falling apart. But listen, you can't blame him for taking a stay busy fight. I'm still shocked.
More
Obviously,
people need to
that
do this, bro. More people need to do this. I would love Charlo to take a stay busy fight rather than being in named fights with Canelo. Get that Thomas Lamana cornflake fight.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, we'll be in the building, man. Hopefully for March 15th, man, the return of the chosen one, co-main event.
Yeah, I might be down there. I don't know if I'm gonna actually go just yet, but I said to myself, damn, it looks like I may be down there. I may could go to this one. I do want to screen share this. This is Berlanga on the situation, and he says, all my supporters, fans, haters, stay put, please. My story will be out soon, and I'll be doing a live to talk about what's going on. Don't let social media fool you guys. We're still on the top and the top dog. God is in control and forever will be. We made this move for a reason, and soon you'll see why. Nobody has control over my career. Jesus is king. And that's what I'm saying. This is all strategic. You know, they could be taking this fight, and it's already in play that he's going to have a big fight after this, you know, with the powers that be. It could be already talked about. So, again, I'm not mad. You know, we need these type of fights more often for our fighters. They can't always be in tough matchups. And he just was on the highest test with Canelo. We got Bo Rogers on the check-in. What's up?
What up?
Shout out to Matchroom. They like Edgar, though. They found him the right opponent, too. You know, this guy isn't too active. He isn't a major killer. He's not too inactive. He's Puerto Rican, so he fits the bill to, you know, be sold in Orlando. They still doing him a favor by getting him this particular opponent. Bo Rogers, what up?
How long ago was it that fight with Edgar and Canelo? About what, 4 or 5 months ago?
September, wasn't it?
All right. So he could have went right on into a. See, this is why I think a lot of guys. Ain't nothing wrong with the move. Now, don't get me wrong. Like before you start, ain't nothing wrong with the move. But while his name is high, even though he lost, his name been hot. It would have been good for him to come back with somebody else whose name popping out there so that the buzz will keep on going. Like the dude that Caleb Plant beat up, he should have fought him. Both of them would have coming off of a loss. Both of them 160 people would have still, that dude still fresh in people's mind. Now he fighting somebody that ain't nobody heard of, don't nobody know nothing about. Ain't nobody gonna be checking for that fight. But ain't nothing wrong with it. He got another plan or whatever. But what Belonga gonna need to do soon as he get done and go ahead and start calling out Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andrade, move up, fight Morrell. Them the type of fight, them the directions I want him going. I don't want him to go this direction he's going with this. I'm gonna give him a pass on this one. 'Cause I like Edgar, don't get me wrong, I like him. But I thought we was getting past them damn. You just fought a couple of months ago, so you should still be. Canelo didn't hurt you like that. You can still go out here and give us a fight with somebody that we know. And like I said, that dude that Caleb Plant just fought, that would have been a good, fun, entertaining fight that would have had us intrigued a little bit. Now we he getting ready to fight somebody that we pretty much feel like, it's so terrific.
You
Somebody they
breaking
put in
up.
there for him to look good on or whatever.
You breaking
And it
up.
ain't gonna be.
But I said you breaking up.
Oh
But
my bad.
I will agree with you.
Oh, okay. But
McCumbee would have been a better opponent. But that's a higher level fight. That's a more expensive fight. That's a main
yeah,
event fight. Remember, Caleb Plant fought
yeah,
McCumbee
that's
as
what
a
I'm
main
saying.
event.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what he need to be, so we can keep on. Cause we want to see him fight. It ain't like Canelo knocked him out.
Yeah, but
Like
that's the
Canelo
thing.
went right on into big fights. He got done with Floyd. He went right on into other big fights with guys we knew.
But
That's all I'm trying to
that's
tell
what I'm
these guys.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like Edgar is taking that that Eddie Hearn advice to Devin. He's taking a inexpensive tune-up. You just took a loss with the pound for pound king. Get a tune-up. Get back active. Get your confidence right. A McCumbee fight, while Edgar would be the favorite, it ain't a given that he would win. This is what the doctor ordered: a tune-up to get your
That's
confidence
what,
right.
that's what we want. We want him
Man,
in
you
a tough
breaking up,
fight.
man. What is you even saying? You breaking up.
I'm gonna
What?
holler back. My bad. I
You may
holler back.
feel like it's your time, but it's
Ness,
not
to
your time.
piggyback your point, I think this type of opponent was in the cards the entire time, like you said. I mean, it was more of a get him back, get his confidence back. The only thing that really changes here is the venue. It's not in Puerto Rico and he's not headlining, but
Yeah.
this type of fight against this type of opponent, this is exactly what they were looking for. I don't think they were ever looking at a McCumbee
Or
or,
William
or any of
Skull.
those big names. Yeah, nah, they weren't looking for that, man. They were
Yeah.
not looking for that. It was
And
either
I
somebody
wouldn't
like
be
this.
either. I wouldn't be either. Like if he was more competitive and took less punishment, but he got knocked down, he took a lot of punishment. He needed the time off and he needed the tune up. He got to shake out. I prefer the tune up. Um, I'm not shaming dudes, bro. You need a tune up. You need a tune up. That's the problem with this world. They be trying to sell us tune ups as pay per views. He's going on an undercard. He ain't selling you a tune up as a main event. He going on an undercard. Listen, this fight better than the main event. Who the fuck is Von Lee that this kid is fighting? You know what I'm saying? How he get the main event? Nobody
That's
ain't
true.
saying shit about
But
that. We talking about Edgar and how this is crazy, but how the fuck is Austin Williams the main event versus Patrick Von Lee or some shit like that? Nobody even heard of that dude, let alone watch them fight. He ain't been on no American TV that I know of, you know.
Word. I
And I'm
mean, the
sure
only
he
thing,
has. I'm sure he has, but he ain't been no co-main event.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, people are gonna troll Edgar, and the only reason why is because he's not headlining. But he's
No,
but he's
no,
back.
no, no. You got it all wrong. The only reason why is because he's popular. People don't troll people that ain't
Right,
popular.
right. They're gonna
Nobody don't
say,
care
well,
about you. They
listen,
don't care about you. They only care about you when they care about you.
right. They're gonna say he's supposed to be a superstar. What is he doing fighting on an undercard in Orlando? But listen, it's a stay busy fight. He's back. Hopefully, there's bigger things in the future. Hopefully, Diego Pacheco. Matchroom will be able to deliver that. We know Diego
Man,
Pacheco
this is
wants that.
exactly what we need. I'm trying to tell you, people. This is going over people's head. Look, if more people act like Edgar, Jamal Charlo would be back. Jamel Charlo would have been back. You know what I'm saying? Take your loss, come back on a co-main. No, these dudes think they superstars, so they want to take a loss as a co-main event. I mean, as a main event, and come back on a tune-up as a main event. No, start on the back of the bus like everybody else. Get in the back of the line, start over again, and this is how you do it. This is a dude with more popularity than most fighters, showing you how it's done. You don't abuse the fight fans and take a tune-up as a main event. Get on the undercard. Get on the undercard, man. I ain't got no issues with it, bro. Get out there and shake. Big Gucci.
What up, gang?
All right.
What up?
Hangout spot. What's up, man?
Still, man.
Ness, Ammo been with Eddie for a minute, bro. Ammo about to do another crash out if he didn't get the main event, man. He would have been insulted because Berlanga had just signed with Eddie, and he gonna put Ammo as the undercard. Nah, man, Ammo is about to do another crash out, man, like he did a long time ago. That's what I think this is all about deep down, honestly. Because to me, it's like a no-brainer to have the Puerto Rican versus Puerto Rican. You could probably have this, probably in New York, man, at the Barclays or something like that. Have that main event. Then, Puerto Ricans be supported, man. I would also love a Gabe Rosado fight, man. Um, I think it's kind of a waste having his opponent be Puerto Rican if he can't really, do a whole Puerto Rican fight as a main event, at the Barclays or something like that. Him being an undercard finding this Puerto Rican, opponent seems kind of like a waste to me, to be honest.
Hey yo, it's funny. So many people taking shots at this co-main event, but when Benavidez was just co-main event, I kept the same energy and I didn't laugh at him. I didn't clown, but he was co-main event on a tank undercard. Now people gonna be like, "Oh, Nez, but it's a tank undercard. It's different." No, co-main event, main event. It ain't no different.
Nah, I hear you, gang. I hear you, but I was trying to get to at the end of the day, man. Like I said, I like seeing these fighters active, man. That's good enough for me. It'll show me what Berlanga's been working on. Um, but yeah, man, this dude is 20-0 with 16 KOs, man. He's gonna bring some power to the table, man. His resume may not be as patent as you want to see, but that's got to give him some good confidence in his power, man. Um, Hopefully this ain't no cherry pick gone wrong, man. That Puerto Rican power Danny spoke of all the time, man. Danny Garcia always showed off that, that left hook. Always called it that Puerto Rican power, man. Um, but I want to see eventually him fight Jamal, man. What's gonna happen with Jamal? I saw him telling Caleb Plant they about to fight. They agreeing to a fight on IG. You seen that, Ness?
Yeah. PBC
Yeah,
fighters
man.
always fighting on Twitter, man. Shit ain't nothing new.
I hope that happens, though. That'd be crazy, man. I want to see Jamal back. He hits hard as hell, man. He's very basic though. He does the 1-2 left uppercut, and I noticed he uses this combination a lot by muscle memory, man. He's gonna be easy to figure out for some of the top dudes. But that's my call, gang. I'm gonna keep listening.
You may feel like it's your time,
BBC got some of the best
but it's
fighters in the
not your
world,
time.
pound for pound, on Twitter, man.
Yo, shout out to Berlanga doing the green print. He fighting a Puerto Rican, 35 years old. You feel me? Got to get them when they in that 35 range. You feel me? Young guys get them old dudes up out of there.
Man, Puerto Rico is gonna show up in Orlando, man.
Hell yeah. And Jonathan already fought there. His last fight was in Caribbean Royale, man.
And last time Berlanga was at Caribbean, man, it was lit.
Word.
You got to come up, man. You got to come up.
Shout out to my man Dan the Man with the Sway's Universe clip. Appreciate you, Dan. Right on time with the subject. Let's see what he sent us. This must be part of the script.
Motion situation now. You with Matchroom or you just solo dolo? You doing your own thing?
Yeah, so right now, I'm with Matchroom, but I got one fight optional. You know what I'm saying? Where, if we want, we could be, free agents, or if I want, I got one more fight with them. You know what I'm saying? But is up in the air for me right now.
Promotion situation now. You with Matchroom or you just solo dolo? You
Welcome in that.
Yeah, so right now, I'm with Matchroom, but I got one fight optional. You know what I'm saying? Where, if we want, we could be, free agents, or if I want, I got one more fight with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's up in the air for me right now.
Yeah, so shout out to Edgar Chunky.
My man Pablo in the back. Pablo Valdez.
Yeah, shout out to my Dominican brethren, man. He got to get it moving, though. What's up with him? Didn't he catch a win on Pro Box?
Yeah, he caught a win on Pro
That's
Box,
good.
and I believe he's going to be on this card as well with Berlanga.
Yeah,
on
I
the
seen
15th.
that one on Pro Box, and he had a lot of people there. I'm shocked that they haven't put him back real quick. You know what I'm saying? He's a bit of a draw. He's just a late starter.
And he gave out free tickets. I had like 7 family members that went to that fight for free.
Damn, that's dope. He gave you 7 tickets, my guy? You are the man.
I won.
Holy shit. Yo, you got hella family over there. My man said, yo, you want some tickets? He was like, yeah. He was like, how many you need? 7? I wouldn't have even had the balls to ask for 7. Shout out to you. I'm sending you. I'm sending him next time. Be like, yo, go ask that promoter. Tell him that said he needs some tickets. You be like, yo, give him 7. God damn.
Yes. They asked me if I want him. They were like, is that it? Or do you need more?
Holy shit. I mean, bless you that you had 7 people in your family that want to go watch boxing. Let me tell you, I ain't going to say who, but I always get some tickets sometimes from certain promoters, and shit, I only invite my girl and her cousin. Like, I don't got people like you had 7. Shout out to you. Wow.
Well, there was about 3 out of those 7 that realistically were big boxing fans, but they took advantage because
that's what I'm saying.
Ness, they were right there in the front.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You still got them to go. Like, I mean, again, people say, oh, they gave away tickets. They gave away tickets, bro. I get free shit out here all the time. You know how hard it is for me to get out of the house? It don't matter that you gave me a free ticket. I got to get out the house. I got to get dressed, shower, valet, all that shit. No. It's different, man. Shout out to your 7 family members. They official. But that's what I like about Orlando, bro. They really come out, man. They come out. They love boxing down there. We need to get more boxing out there, man. They need to be more frequent too. It's certainly becoming a little hotbed.
Man, so we could hit that up together, man.
Nah, for sure. Listen, let's switch subjects here. Bruce Shushu Carrington is going to be fighting Enrique Vivas, and man, it's crazy how Top Rank they don't take that leash off you until they're 100% sure, right? Because with all this talk about Shushu potentially facing Inoue, they just keep putting them in tougher fights little by little before he gets to the Inoue. And if he don't make it, he don't make it. But this is a tough fight with Vivas. I mean, this dude has only lost by decision to tough dudes. Like, he went 10 with Baez, and everyone he's lost to, he went 10 with. Like, he's durable. Shushu's going to be in a tough fight from the beginning to the end unless he can stop him. King Rari, what is up? And I don't know, Shushu, can he stop him? Sometimes you don't know about his power.
Yo, Ness, you ain't even got to really start no timer, bro. I'm just really tapping in with you to give you your flowers, man. I ain't really been able to tap in with you for a little minute. But for the past 2 weeks, I've been able to listen, just couldn't really talk on the show. But big props to you, bro, for being able to keep the show going no matter the topic. Because from the time I've joined the community, it's always a big
location. It don't matter where he is.
But but within the community, it's always been, since I've been active, it's always been a debate between the hardcores and the casuals. But it's so crazy how when Ness be saying, if it ain't Tank, if it ain't Canelo, if it ain't Crawford, or maybe I'm missing one other fighter, or maybe Devin, them hardcores don't call in. When Ness was talking about I can't think of the dude's name right now, but the UK fight the two homies
Oh,
that got and
Trezora.
the Eubank.
Oh,
No, wasn't it?
Eubank and Ben. Eubank and Ben.
I'm interested
Right.
in that fight, and I'm a casual. You feel me? But when Ness was having them topics, man, them folks was not calling in. I can name drop some folks, but I ain't gonna do that. But a lot of these folks that be hardcores, like all that stuff, folks was not calling in to push the show at all. You feel me? And Ness was holding it down. Two Tone would come in late. Big shout outs to Two Tones, Marco, everybody else that does come in the game and host witness, but Ness was holding it down 10 toes solo on topics people was not calling in trying to hear. And I respect you, bro, and I gotta give you your flowers for that, bro, because you hold it down every day, no matter the topic. And you do voice your opinion, let it be known, like, man, if it ain't about these folks, y'all folks really ain't calling in and talk about no boxing for real, because they really ain't no hardcores like some of them claim to be hardcores. So big shout out to you, bro. And you was wilding this morning though with this whole Super Bowl thing. That's why I was hitting your line trying to help you out with some of the things y'all was lost on. But yeah, you was wilding this morning though. I had to let you know that.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Great call, man. Great call. He wasn't capping Ness. I mean, and not only that, but shout out to you, man. I mean, you do a show in the car, you do it in a hotel, you do it in a rooftop. I mean, the show continues to go on regardless of location or challenges. I got to give you your props, champ.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, it's the passion, bro. It
Uh,
really is. If I wouldn't be doing this, I'd be going crazy. So, especially when that news be breaking the way that it do, I'm so excited, man. We're having such a great year. I mean, it's only February 10th, bro, and it's felt
Man,
like every single week there's been a big headline or a big fight. I mean, I'm so happy February is here. The 22nd, I can't freaking wait. I hope people are excited as I am. I know that they're not because they barely talk about that shit. But Lord,
nah,
man, the
man,
last Crescendo
E-
card is gonna be amazing to me.
epic, man, epic. I
Yeah, man.
cannot.
Bro, you in Orlando, bro. You should check flights, man. You should come out here for that Saturday. For we could be in studio. Maybe we could get Tone out here and be in the
All right.
Hardin studio for the last Crescendo. I mean, that card is amazing, and it's an early day. Obviously, if you fly here, it is that shit gonna be on like at 11 a.m. or fucking 8 a.m. It's crazy out here, so you would need to get here on a Friday. But that's a great card, man. I don't care. I
Yeah,
could do a day party for that shit. People like, oh, I need boxing to be at night. Man, please, bro. I'll get lit for that and then stay in that mood and go out with my lady at night, man. That's an amazing card. I hope that it picks up. I hope people start to talk about it a little bit more as it gets closer because I'm excited. I actually watched the 8 minute and 50 something second Shakur video that Matchroom put out. I watched the Rayo episode. Shout out to Rayo showing he's a real Mexican, speaking like all Mexican, all excuse me,
sure.
all Spanish in his little 24/7 that he did. Shout out to him. He still had his trainer. Everybody thinks it's Robert Garcia, but he had his real trainer do a feature in it. He was running the mountains of Big Bear. It gave me them Devin Haney, running the mountains out here in Vegas vibes. Check out
Mhm.
Rayo's little 24/7 like video. Shout out to all these fighters that's, paying out of pocket to have their own camera crew follow them. I'm watching, champs. I'm watching, and
That's
I appreciate that content you making for me. I love being able to get inside your camp and watch what you're doing. So, shout out to Rayo, man. And Shakur, he did one too, like I said, but his was done by Matchroom.
Yeah, no doubt. I saw the Shakur one. I didn't see the Raya one. I got to catch that one. But they dope. They dope. Those little 7, 8 minute clips, they dope.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna look at some flights. I'm gonna take a look at some flights later on tonight.
Hell yeah, bro. That would be. I mean, you're not a smoker. That shit gonna be a little puffy in there. But listen, outside of that, it'll be
Drink them.
dope. It'll be dope. And you never been
Yeah,
in studio with us. That'll be dope. I got Damian Clark that says D baby, the best Mexican rapper. I think that's in reference to when Tone was talking this morning about Chris, this new Mexican rapper. But the phone lines are open if you want to call in. We got Pistol Parkway Mozzie. What it do?
yeah, but I could drink up in there, right?
Oh, of course. Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, man. Mozzie, you there? If you're watching this on YouTube and waiting for Mozzie to connect, smash that thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so right now. We are at 236,400, so we need about 600 more. But I still say 700 because, give or take, you lose every now and then. But if you subscribe right now, we going to see this shit move in real time. So who wants to subscribe? Who's with me? Who's with me?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get to 1 million, bro. Mozzie, you there?
Word.
So I spoke to Sean Porter today, and he got hired to do the tank fight. So he ain't going to be able to be at our amateur event, a.k.a. Border Wars, March 1st. I'm very sad. I don't even know who. Now I'm thinking Mario Barrios or Fernando Vargas Sr. or Hasim Rahman Sr. So I got to get on my bike now. We got like 19 fucking days to go. I really thought Sean was going to do it, but, work is work. He got hired. That's my guy, though. Salute to Sean Porter. Mozzie, once again, he having all type of connection issues.
Yo.
We hear you.
Word, yeah, man. What's the word, champ?
Another day, another dollar.
Who we got? 702 or is that Jay from the hangout spot?
Yeah, that's Jay from the hangout spot.
Jay, what's the word, champ?
Chilling.
Word. I like the Berlanga move, man. You can tell he's been itching to get back in the ring after the Canelo fight. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like his morale was hurt or anything like that after taking that loss. So, I've just been getting that, that energy from him that he wants to get in the ring. He wants to stay active. I think that was a very good move putting him on this card that's about to happen. What is it, March 15th? March 15th. That's good because the Canelo fight was in September. So give or take, like a nice little 6-month, vacation before he get back in the ring. That's good for him. And then hopefully we get to see a big fight from him in the summer. I doubt it'd be somebody like Pacheco, but I'm pretty sure it'd be, somebody high up in the rankings, somebody that's, that'd be worth putting him in the main event, etc. I agree with you about a lot of these fighters. They be taking these long layoffs and coming off of losses, and then they want to come in main event something and make us pay for it. And it's like, nah, we're not doing that.
I mean, look, Stephen Fulton is the perfect example, right? He took a long layoff. He was forced to come back on a prelim. He wasn't happy. He did the prelim, and I think it even got bumped to co-main event because he wasn't happy the prelim. But it was the tune-up he needed to win the championship fight.
It was 2 tune-ups actually, right?
Nah, it was just one, right? It was just one.
Well, he fought he lost to Inoue, and I believe he had 2 fights after that.
There was two fights, Ness.
I'm gonna double check, but I thought it was just one.
Yeah, he had 2 fights, and you can literally see him getting back into his groove with through the 2 fights. Like the first fight back.
Nah, it's only one, bro. Carlos Castro, where he got dropped in the 5th, and then Brandon Figueroa. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Look, and look, he took over a year to come back. Like, bro, y'all not gonna be a main event off a loss. Like, get that prelim, get that action, and come back. Now, look, he got the prelim. He got back active. He beat Figueroa. He's back a champion. He's going viral. Everybody's talking about his outfit on every fucking site possible. Like, it's perfect for him.
He had to win in them Timbs and them shorts. He had to. That was like, he had to win. He couldn't take a L in that because he would have never got the end of that. Look how crazy everybody went on Haney for wearing that them what was it, the fucking essentials outfit with the soft boots.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you do an outfit like that would have went both ways. People loving him now, but they'd have clowned him if he lost. Like, oh, you seen the boxer that lost in Tim's, the boxer got his ass kicked in Tim's. Bruh, believe me, he got the way the internet is, he got super lucky that it went that way because they'd have ripped him.
Yeah, it would have ripped him. So he needed that. He needed that tune-up. That shit worked in his favor like it really helped him, and he was able to bounce back and become a champion. I want to see, how Berlanga responds. I hope he looks good. Like you said, it's a good opponent to put him in there, and you know what I mean. Hopefully, he can get him a nice stoppage, something clean. It can look good, and in the summer, we could get something big from him. Before I dip, I also looking forward to, because it's a lot going on. Like we was talking about how big this year is. I mean, this month is crazy. We starting Friday with the Barinchek and the Keyshawn. I'm gonna be in
Word.
attendance for that. I'm definitely gonna be in attendance for that because I like Tiger Johnson. I like Rohan Polanco. I like all them guys. You know what I mean? Abdullah, of course. I can't wait to see them. I'm cheering for Barboza against Catterall. You know what I mean? Hopefully he could bring it back. You know what I mean? Bring it back over here. And then we got that. I know you're not going to want to wake up, but you're gonna have to wake up and watch that Nakatani and Salaire fight, man. That's gonna be a crazy fight, man.
Mm.
That's gonna be a crazy fight. You're gonna have to wake up and watch that. And of course, we got the February 22nd, the big card with fight after fight after fight after fight. And I see they moved Shakur Stevenson down on the card.
I mean, I don't know what the order. I gotta check what they put out. But I don't know that
Yeah,
it matters, man. I don't know that it
Third.
matters. All them
I
fights
think
is fire.
I think it was
But
top
that
three,
was the
right?
Bell Mozzie. He was
word.
supposed to be fight 3. I don't know. I'm about to check on the social media if they put out a running order just yet. Um, yeah, I don't see
Yeah,
nothing so far on
because they had
Matchroom.
the co-main event Dubois and Parker, and then Shakur Schofield as the co to the co, so to speak. That's the last I saw.
Yeah, this is crazy because I'm on Matchroom, so they should be having that as they have a fighter there. But I don't see nothing. Maybe the ring has it.
Unless they pull a Pro Box. Pro Box is forever mixing up the order, man.
Yeah, I don't see nothing here for running order just yet. Maybe it's too soon. Yeah, I don't see nothing. But he brought up the Keyshawn card. Man, bro, why they doing Xander like
Wow.
that? Like, what is going on with Xander that we don't know? Why does he get these weird opponents, bro?
I know, man. And this is fresh off calling out what? Virgil Ortiz? Wanting that
Accepting,
Virgil
not calling
Ortiz?
out, accepting a fight with Virgil, bro. Now he's fighting some German no one's ever heard of. Um, bro, I never even seen this German fight or seen any of the people he fought. Like this is weird.
It is, man. Xander's ready for that smoke, man. They gotta let the leash off, man.
And this dude
Like,
started it at 160, so I hope this ain't no banana pill, man.
I'm not mad at Shushu's next fight. I would prefer at least one, possibly another fight before Inoue. So I'm not mad at it. This dude is a tough opponent, but yeah, Xander's ready, man. I think they need to get Xander in there against another former champion at least, right? Who's the last guy he fought that was a former champion? Was that Teixeira?
Yeah, Teixeira. That's it, bro.
Like,
They could have been through him
yeah,
in there with somebody, bro. Been through him in there with a name. If you're a member or a Patreon, I haven't done it yet, but hopefully I can do it in time. We're going to have Jose Benavidez Sr. on the show in a matter of minutes. The hangout spot has an unfair advantage as he spoke to him, I think, in a few days ago. But nonetheless, we are going to have
keep
him on the show
keep
and,
it
and,
quiet.
and kick it with him. So if you want to ask Jose Benavidez a question, Senior, and you are a member, then you can do that by heading over to our community page in a matter of minutes. All right, that's him now, but I'll still get this ready and post it for you guys to act. So first come, first serve. Hey, what's up?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfectly, man. Thank you for joining us. First and foremost, man, congratulations on the performance. Everything that I expected. You guys certainly showed that Morel was first of all, he was a great opponent. He showed his youth and his strength and his size, but ultimately your son was just too much for him. What did you think of the performance? And once again, congratulations and thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for the invite. You know, like I always say, if you look at all my interviews, I always said that Morel was a very dangerous fighter, young fighter, two-time world champion, and he was going to come and prepare himself for the best. You know, because this was a big opportunity. To be honest with you, in my mind, I thought, we have everything to lose, nothing to gain. We're not going to get the respect. The people are going to say that, yeah, he didn't have the experience and this and that. But I think we gained a lot off of this fight because Morrell tried his best, and David was able to show his skills. You guys seen a different David throwing the Golovkin shots, the body shots, the uppercuts, and the defense and all that. So I was very satisfied with that fight. I thought it was a war. I thought it was a good fight. And the comments about the people, what they've been saying, that it was a good fight, and nothing but respects to David Morrell. He came and did his best, but David was just too much, and the experience was too much for him.
Was it surprising to you that David was getting so much credit for the raking of the defensive glove of Morrell? I feel like that's something that I've seen from David in the past. I'm sure you've seen him do that in the past, but this time it was on a high level. It got highlighted, and he's getting a lot of credit. What are your thoughts on some of those nuances, those little skills that your son have that are finally coming to light, and people are finally see that he's more than just this come forward guy, quote unquote, RoboCop?
Well, let me start by this. I knew it was going to be a difficult fight. I knew we were fighting a guy that hits very hard and a very decorated amateur. But, our plan was to hit the body early, man. Early to take his legs away without him knowing. And by the time he wanted to move around, then he will feel weird. He will feel that he didn't have the condition. And that will give doubts and the plan that they had. So that's what we did. We went in there, we started working the body without him knowing that we were taking his legs away. And because of that, David did exactly what he was supposed to do. The game plan was great and it was really good. And we knew that his guard was a little bit more up like an amateur fighter. So that's why we were focusing a lot on attacking that body. But, I believe that David Morrell didn't know what to do with that pressure. He didn't even know what to do with those body shots. So that gave David the opportunity, and David made those decisions right away. He only had like a split a second to make those decisions. When he was covering, he was pulling the hand and using the other hand to throw those big punches. And then that was the one time, where I see David pulling the hand 3 times, hitting him with the same shot. And then Morrell thought he was going to probably do the same, or maybe he was thinking that he was not going to go there, and then David will go inside with the uppercuts and then switch to the other side. I think those are moves that we never seen from David, and David Morrell did not expect those, to pull down the hand and do all that. But we trained doing that. I don't know if you've seen the Golovkin shots. Also, everything was working that night, man. Uppercuts, the body shots, pulling the hand down, and everything that David wanted to do. Of course, he got hit a couple of times because he was risking, you know. And I think he was very successful on doing all that, and he was very successful on staying with the game plan.
Nah, man, amazing performance. He really showed, the doubters that there is a complete difference. Now, I just wanted to get some clarification. I've seen some interviews where David said that you guys are going to be in attendance for the Better Beef Bibble February 22nd in Saudi. Is that true? And can
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Turkey Al Hashim has been getting in contact with me, with David, and also with David Garcia, and we got in contact with Luis de Cubas and Al Heyman also, about, about what's happening, We're very grateful. We're very thankful with Al Heyman, what he's been doing. I know that you said that I haven't got the big fights for David or Al Heyman and all that. We've been trying, bro, We've been trying. It's not as easy as you guys think,
Well, not you.
We've been,
because again,
Huh?
you're the manager, but Al is the advisor. So I'm not blaming you, but certainly
Yeah,
Al
yeah, no, no,
is,
no. But
is
you at one
gotten it for
point
him
you said,
already.
"Oh, the father's not getting them to fight this and that," and all. But it's okay, you know. And like I said, you know, we're trying, man. We're trying to fight anybody, you know, anybody. We're trying to fight Sudo Ramirez, Better Be Bull, anybody, you know, that it's up there. You know, we want to give you guys the best fights, the exciting fights. You know, I believe and David believes that in order to make history, you got to keep proving yourself and you got to give the fans what they want. Real fights, real fighters, you know? So whoever, you know, anybody that's, in my opinion, I think right now, Beterbiev, you know, they said, the WBC said that it was mandatory. The winner of David Benavidez and Morrell will get the winner of Beterbiev and B-Ball. I don't know what's going to happen there. Now the WBA is saying that also that they're gonna strip them, that they're gonna make it mandatory. You know, so we're just here, man, to do the best that we can and keep hustling and keep waiting and see what happens, you know. But we're ready. We're ready to fight anybody that the people want us to see us fight. David will fight. You've seen now that David has never underestimated nobody or ran from nobody. We want to fight the ones that say that they're the best at that division. So we're trying our best, and like but going back to the Saudi, you know, going back to Saudi, yeah, you know, we're very excited. You know, we want to go up there and see that fight because I believe that David is next in line. You know, let's see what happens. I don't know if people are going to want to see a third fight. Who knows? You know, if Beterbiev wins, you know, I don't think should be a third fight. But we're just here, you know, to see what happens. You know, a lot of things are happening, but we're happy to go and we're happy to show our face and try to get the biggest fights for David. You know, and keep proving ourselves to make history one day.
Nah, for sure. If you can't get that fight for whatever reason, because let's say Bivol wins and Turkey has already said that he wants a rematch, um, would you consider Anthony Yard so
You
David doesn't stay inactive, just so he can keep fighting in that division?
Yeah, anybody. Anthony Yar's a great fighter. It will be a good fight. We're ready to fight whoever the fans want to see. You guys know us. You know that. Like I said, in order to make history, you know, we got to fight the dangerous fighters, the fighters that have the experience, the fighters that earn the spot. Anybody, you know, anybody. David will fight anybody, you know, anywhere, anytime, and we've shown that and we proved that, you know. So that would be a good fight. Also, if that fight doesn't happen, David's thinking about fighting Sudo Ramirez, you know. So we're in talks with Oscar De La Hoya and
But
whoever.
ask you about that one, Jose, because if you let him go to 199, can he even come back to 175?
Well, you know that's what I'm saying. You know, it shouldn't be a problem. He's only 28 years old. You know, he does 175, no problem. He could do 168, no problem. You know, it's all about. You know, I'll tell you something about David right now. David right now, he's so motivated. He's he connected with God. He connected with the universe, the frequencies, the vibration, and the energy around people. You know, he's in another level. That's why I told everybody. You know, David, you guys are gonna see a different David because David now knows where he wants to go. He visualized, and you know, I see that every day. So you know, man, that's why I talk a lot of shit because of what I see, what he does. You know, he has another baby in the way. He's a very family orientated guy, you know, and he loves his family, you know, his kids and all that. So he's spending a lot of time with them. And man, I just see him so happy and so motivated. The only thing he does is spend time with his kids, with his family, and watches a lot of boxing. Every day he has notes. You know, he's always thinking about boxing, man. And I knew that you guys were going to see a different David, and that's the biggest camp. Everybody's going to tell you, "Oh, we had the best camp ever," every time. But the best camp ever for us was this: our relationship and how tight we are, the communication, the trust, and the hard work that we put all these years, you know, and now connecting with God and connecting with everything that I've been telling you about, man, you know, sky's the limit, man. David's on another level, and that's why we want to fight anybody. And right now he's so focused and so disciplined that he could do 168, 175, or cruiserweight. It shouldn't be a problem.
That's amazing. That's great news for the people that still want the Canelo fight. But I, I, I- man, I wanted to ask about who do you think can beat Morrell? I seen that fight with David, and
Man,
I only think the top three: David, Benavidez, David Betterbeeve and Bivol. Do you see anyone not those three names that can beat Morrell?
you know what, man? Like I said, I think Morrell, because of the experience, he learned so much from this fight, man. From now on, I think you're gonna see a different Morrell. You know, he has a lot of talent, very fast, hits hard. Uh, I mean, David was just too much for him. Too many different things. Like I said, what do you do to block the Golovkin shots? What do you do when somebody pulls your hand down? What do you do when somebody attacks that body? What do you do when somebody brings those uppercuts and puts that pressure? Does it make sense? He was not prepared for that. But I think that David, it was a great experience for him. I think Morrell, I could see him fighting Caleb Plant and Billy. I mean, well, not, I don't know. Hopefully Caleb Plant goes up to 175, but I just see so many fighters there, that I, and he's gonna go to another level, It's like I say, so much in there, who knows? Maybe he'll go down to 168 too. And if he goes down to 168, he'll have the Caleb Plants, the Trevor McCumbies, the Mbillies, all those fighters, man. I think he would do really good on that. If he stays at 175, he's gonna give a lot of people problems. I really like Beterbiev. I really like Be Bold. They're the monsters of the division. I think those are the two biggest fighters right now, 175. Um, who knows? Maybe we fight these guys and he'll prove himself. Maybe we'll get a rematch in the future.
Coach, since I got you, I do want to ask. It's been announced that Edgar Berlanga is going to be taking on Puerto Rican undefeated fighter Jonathan Gonzalez-Ortiz. Most people thought that not that we thought he was going to fight Pacheco in March, but we want the Pacheco fight. He's saying that it'll be a big fight in the summer. Is there any talks of Berlanga Pacheco for the summer? And what's your thoughts on his comeback?
Well, we talked to Eddie Hearns and we asked him, we want Berlanga next. If his manager's watching this or somebody can send it to him, this is the fight we want, Berlanga. We want him next. Berlanga, if he wants to, he was commenting about Diego Pacheco, this and that, but he's all talks. Let's make that fight happen. Let's make it happen. That's who we want next. If that guy doesn't, the superstar, the face of boxing, does not want to face Diego Pacheco, the cash cow, the guy that's celebrating his defeat, does not want to face Diego Pacheco, we would love to fight Munguia. Does it make sense? So we did have, we signed a letter before Diego Pacheco's fight to fight Billy for the eliminator. Or something. He said that no, he didn't want to fight. He wanted to take a fight and maybe in the future. So we're ready, man. We're ready to face whoever. Billy, Munguia, uh, Berlanga is not going to fight. I'll tell you right now. Berlanga and Canelo will not face Diego Pacheco.
Now, Steven Nelson, who Pacheco just beat, we had him on the show, and he feels that he would like a rematch. I don't see a reason why, like it wasn't a close fight. What would Nelson need to do in order to earn a Pacheco rematch in your eyes? Obviously, you're manager and trainer.
Well, he has to face the big guys, and prove himself. And once he proves himself, I think he deserves some rematch. But if you don't prove yourself, it's going to be really hard for Steven Nelson to fight Berlanga. But you know what? I really like that fight, bro. In my opinion, let's fucking make it happen. Who the fuck is he fighting next? Who the fuck is that guy? To be honest with you, the cash cow, the face of boxing. And I thought he was the main event. He's a co-main event. How can you be the cash cow? How can you? He said that, he was gonna make Diego a lot of money because he's the cash cow, but he's the co-main event. if I'm not mistaken. I saw that and I was upset. Like what the fuck? How can you be a co-main event?
They said it's
You
all
know
part of the plan. They said they the co-main on this fight for the big fight in the summer.
what the fuck? His manager might not be doing a good job. You know,
Well,
or I mean, why? If you're the face of boxing, if you're the cash cow, how? How can you be a co-main event? I mean, you come from the biggest fight of your career, and you claim to be the best, the face of boxing. But I don't understand that. So I mean, Steven Nelson will be a great fight for him. I don't think he would even face Steven Nelson, to be honest with you. There's a lot of people that just like to be Instagram fighters and talk a lot of shit. But when it comes when they show you the contract, they decide to do other things. So at the end of the day, everybody can do whatever they want to do. But I'll tell you, Team Benavides, Diego Pacheco team, and whoever's in Team Benavides, we'll fight anybody, man. And it's just let's make those fights happen, man.
I got a few questions from the people if you still got time.
Yeah.
Jesse Hernandez says, great performance from David Benavidez. Was there anything specific David has taken from his 2 fights at 175 he can take into bigger matchups at light heavyweight? Thanks for the time, TBV.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thanks so much for that comment, man. I listen to all the comments. I always try to get better and better and better and learn from the people that know boxing and try to get better and better. You know, like I said, his past fight, he came in with 2 injured hands, a cut over his left eye, and this was the best camp ever. Like I said, things happen for a reason, and we can see, and a lot of people seen a lot of the new things that David did. I think that in his next fight, you guys are going to see a lot of new things also because he's only 20 years old, man. He's super motivated. He's always watching boxing. He wants to, to me, he did a great performance. 1 out of 10, I give him a 10. But he wants to come at 11, 12. He wants to do better and better and better. There are little mistakes that he did, but it's okay. I tell him it's okay because you risk yourself. If you don't risk, you know, I mean, you had a great performance, But in his mind, he knows that he has to get better, and you could always get better because you never stop learning, So we are gonna watch and see and try to get better every fight that we have.
I got James Benitez in Atlanta that says, what's up, Jose? Good win. Now, tonight's show is about Edgar Berlanga, a future free agent. What are your thoughts on Edgar? And since him and Keith Conley plan on making a splash this summer, why not Edgar? P.S. Turkey said if Bivol wins, there will be a Better Beef Bivol 3. So make the Berlanga pay-per-view instead. Berlanga beats Pacheco.
Well,
He needs David Benavidez instead.
Well, in order to make history, in order to be the best, in order to show your skills, yeah, let's make it happen. We're down to give you a big bump, and see where you're at. Diego Pacheco, or come up to 175, face David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster. That would be a great fight. I think with both of them, it's a great fight, and why not? If you want to make history, you gotta risk and you gotta take those fights. The real fights.
It would be a common opponent with Canelo, so that would be a good thing. We have
I'll tell you something. Berlanga, David would stop him. I can probably say that. Diego Pacheco will stop him also. If
damn, you said Pacheco will stop him.
if you look back and see the progression of Diego Pacheco, you know, Steven Nelson was a great fighter. I don't know how the fuck did he stood up in his 2 legs, uppercuts, right hands, man, everything. That guy, man, my respects. He took a lot of big punches. I don't think Berlanga would take those big punches. He's soft, he doesn't have a chin, So one of those big punches, would drop him, and I will bet money, to be honest with you, on Diego Pacheco and Berlanga.
I got Michael Blackson that says, much love and respect from South Phoenix. If Turkey orders the trilogy between Bivol and Better Beef, will you guys try to intervene? If David can't get a Yard or Zurdo fight, we need the Better Beef Bivol winner this year.
Yeah, you know what is going to happen. I don't worry about it. You know, if the trilogy happens, we're still going to fight. You know, to be honest with you, what people don't understand. You know, we want to fight them now. You know, now, like the next fight. But what people don't understand, wear and tear, you know. Uh Better be my it's a monster, but he's like 40 years old, man. You know, I think go ahead, fight, you know, because he is getting himself very prepared. But at the end of the day, the body can only take so much, you know. So I want to fight him now as soon as possible because later on the people are gonna say that he's too old, you know. Be bold. It's a little bit younger, um, but it's gonna happen. I don't really worry. I think we're in a good position. We prove it ourselves, uh, and we earn the position we're at. So we just got to be patient and keep working, staying busy, and fight whoever you know, and keep making history.
Um, do you feel that? Well, never mind. Let me just stick to these questions. I got Dre Bogus. Congratulations on the win. In a perfect world, would who would be David's next three fights? Peace and blessings from San Diego. So
Yeah,
perfect
well,
world.
you know, I wish that we could do B Balls, Better Beef, and Sudo Ramirez. And from there on, you know, see what's next, you know. But those will be the biggest fights and the fights that are exciting, the fights that are very dangerous, and the fights that the fans want to see. So those are the three. But who knows? Somebody will pop out and look spectacular, and we could definitely do that also.
That's interesting. So you want Bivol and Better Beef?
Yes, we want both. We want both. It doesn't matter, you know. We can fight the loser, the winner, and then go up to cruiserweight to face Sultan Ramirez.
Speaking of Bivol and Better Beef, obviously David is on record saying he would prefer Bivol to win so that he can fight Bivol, so he can show that he's better than Canelo. But you, as the trainer, do you think that the Better Beef style is better suited for?
You know, I'll tell you right now, both of the fights are very dangerous. Two different fighters. The only reason I would love to fight Better Beef at this time is because he beat Canelo. He beat Sudo Ramirez. So this will be the third Mexican that Bebo will be facing. And imagine if we can beat the one that beat the one, then that will put us in another position. You know, so that would be my choice. But you know, whoever comes first, it doesn't really matter. But that would be my first choice. And I'm more interested in the B ball than Better Beef. But if the Better Beef fight comes first, you know, we'll take that right away.
I got Don B in OKC. He says, "What's good, Senior? I wanted to know what is the one thing new you learned about David this past fight that surprised you. Also, congrats on the great victory."
Yeah, the new thing that I learned about David, you know, is just his mind, you know, his maturity, his like I said, the biggest thing is connecting to God, praying every day, getting up in the morning, trying to get the energy from the sun when the sun comes up, and at night when the sun goes away, you know, and you know he's all into the energy, you know, and having a good energy around people, and his attitude, man, and all that, and connecting with me, connecting with his family, connecting with everybody, man. You know, sometimes I don't even recognize him, man. You know how focused and how disciplined he is.
That's amazing. We got Alex Vega from Palm Beach, Florida. Does David have any type of deal with Amazon Prime when it comes to the rights to stream his fights?
You know, we the only rights that we have, you know, like I said, I want to thank Al Heyman, you know, for always taking care of David. And even though a lot of people don't know, I'm super happy, very happy from the beginning to now. You know, I think David is one of the highest paid athlete at 175, not mentioning Canelo and maybe even Jake Paul, you know. But you know where we at, you know, because these guys already make a lot of money, but he's up there, you know, and he's making a lot of money, and plus he gets a cut of the pay-per-view and all that. So we're extremely happy with that. We and it's the same, you know, the same. I mean, they take care of the Amazon Prime and all that, but we're very happy. But like I said, you know, we're always trying to get better and keeping our team together and being loyal, to what we do and what we've been doing. We're very thankful, very happy, and but we always try to. We learn every fight. We learn more, and thank God, I learn a lot every fight. Also, where we at, and then the numbers and it's so amazing, how much I learned. And I've been managing David since he started his career. I managed Jose Benavidez. I also managed Rayo Valenzuela, Diego Pacheco, and all these guys. So I've been learning a lot, and we're in a good position.
Coach, I hate to bring it up, but what happened with the Rayo situation? Did you release him? Did you guys find a?
The only thing that I can tell you right now is that I love them as a son. Everybody knows I brought him with me everywhere. I invested a lot of money. I treat him like my son. I took him from 0 fights to be a world champion. I negotiated if he would. I negotiated the fight with Pitbull. Negotiated if he became a champion. I got him a lot of money, and after that, he decided to not talk to me, decided to go with somebody else. And I respect that, at the end of the day, I'm so happy because I took him from 0 fights to being a world champion. That's a big accomplishment for me in my heart. And, and I managed him from zero to being a world champion. And I negotiated his fight after being a world champion. So I don't know what's happening. I sent him a text. Hey, what's up, champ? How you doing? Let me know what's the plan. Who do you want to fight for the next fight? Never heard of him. I just got a letter from a lawyer. I just gotta follow the process. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to that. My lawyer is the one that's taking care of that. But to be honest, man, I don't have time for that. I I just want to be happy, have a good vibe, and enjoy life, without stress. I'm a winner, with him winning a world title, that nobody can take that away from me. How I did it, how I brought him. A guy with 11, 12 fights, being a world champion and making all that money.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, because you definitely changed his life. We got half boxing. Hey, coach, Josh from Panorama City. I just want to give you Ed Jr. and David thanks for inspiring the next generation.
No, for sure, man. That's fucking funny, man. Panorama. That's when I came from Mexico, Panorama City. I came at 11 years old, and I went to Sepulveda Junior High School, then Monroe High School there for a little bit. And man, that's amazing. That it brought me back when I came back from Mexico. Thank you so much, man.
Nice. Tracy Green says, "What's up, senior? What's your introduction as to the sport of boxing, and what made you become a trainer and introduce your sons to the sport?"
All this, man, was an accident. I never even thought about being a trainer. I didn't know nothing about boxing. I was 26 years old. I didn't even know how to stand, how to throw a jab, or I watched boxing with my friends just to get drunk and enjoy the fight and party, to be honest with you. But it's been amazing, our times, and with my kids, with Junior being a world champion, David being a world champion, and how we got to me, everything is new, everything's like I never been here before, Now I'm here in Puerto Rico having fun, taking a vacation. I never in my life took a vacation, you know, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I always wanted to visit Puerto Rico, and we're here in Puerto Rico now. It's beautiful. The people here are so nice. And the amazing thing is about how many people knows, you know, Tim Benavides and Jose Benavides and David, the Mexican monster, and Jose Benavides is just, man, amazing. But everything that we've been doing is something that I never been in, and everything's new. And we're gonna continue working hard to see how far we can get, because at the end of the day, one day everything's over. But I got a lot of good memories. We're gonna continue working hard, and I'm just enjoying every minute of it, man. And I thank God for the blessings, and for allowing me to be part of my sons, training them, managing them, and all that, man. This is all new for me. I didn't know nothing about it. So if I did it, anybody could do it once you put your mind into it, and you love the sport.
Nah, man, it's an amazing story. We got a few more. We got Lil Zooted. What up, senior? Lil Zooted from Southwest Africa. I think Zooted fight should be priority. Having unified champ in his resume would hold weight.
Well, to be honest with you, that's one of the fights that David really, really, really wants. Big shout out to Sudo Ramirez, great friend, good person, great fighter. But it would be an honor to fight, and I think that would be a great fight for him and for us. Like I said, I think we're in a great position. Now we can go here, we can go there. Now David can ask about these fights, and I think that they will be given to him right away. So we're just being patient, see what happens. We're gonna go to Saudi and see what happens there. We're gonna wait for that fight to happen. Better beef and be ball, and from there, we have a better view of what's happening in David's future.
Man, hopefully Turkey gives us a good face off, between either David and Canelo or David
I
better.
I believe that Turkey wants to make the best fights. He'll give you a tune-up, but then I think he wants the real fights. So I think hopefully we can come to an agreement or him being interested. That's why he's inviting David over there because he's interested. So at the end of the day, like I said, the whole team is going to get together and look for the best for
Coach,
David. And,
I got
and
a good one, man. Since you said David is in a better place, he's found God, and you said he can even make 168. I gotta ask, can he? Can
no, please don't ask me that. No.
I want that Crawford fight, man? Turkey wants
Oh,
that fight,
come
man.
on, bro. Really?
What
Listen,
you
I
gonna
love
say
I love
Canelo, man?
Crawford. I love Crawford. He's a great fighter. Nothing but respect. But David's too big for him, bro. Crawford has a little frame. Now he posted that he's one
86.
186. Come on, bro. I got a kid that fights at 118 that would love to fight Canelo Alvarez. And we will go up to whatever weight is required. But at the end of the day, man, come on, bro. It's like us trying to go to fight heavyweight Usyk or Tyson Fury. I mean, I would not do it. It's too much weight, bro. I believe that you're putting your life in risk. Canelo's just too big for him, bro. Crawford has a little frame, man. He has a little frame. No matter how much he eats, man, he's not he's not gonna get that big.
So obviously, David has had a very tough 4-fight schedule. I mean, people don't have the 4 fights that David just had. That being said, can we get a tune-up that's a big fight? Like, I would prefer Triple G. Maybe we could get him out of retirement. My
Ah,
co-host keeps
man, we don't
bringing
want
up,
we don't want tune-ups, man. We don't want
huh?
tune-up. We want to keep proving ourselves. And David wants to make history, man. He wants to make history.
Bro,
He
but
wants tough
all those
fights.
fights? What about the body, coach?
Come on, bro. Really, Golovkin hasn't fought for a while, bro. To be honest, I love Golovkin, man. To be honest, uh, great fighter. He
Chavez Jr.
showed David.
opponent with
Ah, come on, bro. Really? Come on. I'm trying to convince you. No, let's not make those fights, bro. Come on. No, no.
Coach, coach,
But
don't listen
if
to
the
him.
people,
Don't
but
listen
the
to him. Do
people,
not make
but
those
listen,
fights.
but I'll tell you, if the people insist, okay, let's give the people. I believe that David's the people champ. If the people want to see whoever want to see David, let's make it happen. But
The
come on,
people want
I think
David.
Julio Cesar Chavez is.
The people
I
want to see
mean,
David versus
man.
Canelo.
all right, all right. I
Oh
got
man,
Rex having getaway.
I was so happy because you were not asking me nothing about Canelo. You
Nah,
know,
nah, we don't get no.
Canelo will never face the Mexican monster, no matter how much money they give him. You know,
Nah,
he's
Turkey's
just
gonna make it happen, coach. Turkey's gonna make
nah.
it happen.
Well, I'll make you a bet that Turkey's not going to make Canelo fight the Mexican monster. Nobody will make
October,
Canelo fight the
October
Mexican monster.
26th. October
But
26th.
but
That's gonna
but
be
but
it.
let's stay positive and let's stay optimistic, and I mean anything's possible.
All right, I got a few more. You still got time?
Yeah, I got time. I got time.
Rex out of Delaware says, great job with David on his previous performance. It's clear as day to see his growth, and I'm sure you played a huge role in that. Respect, champ. Ness had already asked you about Anthony Yard as a possible opponent. If Bivol Better Beef goes to Trilogy, would you be open to doing the fight in the UK? It would open up David to a whole different base and geography. The fight could be huge over there. Would you
Yeah,
like
you
David
know
to
what?
fight in the
Yeah,
UK?
yeah, that's a great fight. I think David would love to bring the fans, the Mexican fans, the people from the United States, fights here in the United States. But we're down, man. We're down to fight anywhere, anytime. At the end of the day, like I said, we want to give the fans what they want. If they want to see that fight, and the only way that it could be made over there, let's make it happen.
Oh man, this one's gonna be funny. What's up, senior? Did you see Berlanga's defense video? What would you rate his defensive skills 1 through 10? And with David pay-per-view numbers since he's been on pay-per-view, can you argue he's a top 4 or 5 pay-per-view star in the sport?
Well, let's talk about the defense of Berlanga. Berlanga doesn't like me. He says I'm a crab. I like Berlanga. I think he's a young fighter, great fighter. He just has to stay focused, bro. When that kid stays focused and matures, he's gonna be a very dangerous fighter. And he hates me because of that. He should pay attention to that. He is a good fighter. But I mean, defense is not overnight. You got to work on it. I believe that Berlanga tells his people what to do. In my opinion, I think he should listen to people what they say. And work hard on what he needs to work on. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. Um, Pay-per-views. I was super happy that David sold out the T-Mobile Arena, and that's how everything is starting now because we have a lot of fans now. A lot of people were cheering, Mexico, Mexico. That feel unbelievable, man. That's the best feeling in the world when I was there. Um, that's the start right there. I think he sold out. I was a little bit nervous. Is he gonna sell? Is that gonna be okay? He did a great job there. Pay-per-views, uh, good numbers. But it could get better. But the only way that they're gonna get better is by fighting good fighters and fighters that are dangerous and fighters that the fans want to see. So it's in a working process. He's getting better and better and better at him looking better, him selling out stadiums, and pay-per-views is getting better and better and better. So it's a matter of time. But that's why when you bring Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., when you bring all these other guys, it's like instead of going forward, I think we're gonna go back a little bit. We don't want that. We want to keep growing and getting better.
WP 3636, was there any discussions with the referee regarding him mistakenly calling a
Nothing.
push and
Nothing.
knockdown?
Nothing, man. I'm one of the person that I let the referee make his judgment and let him work. I got other shit to worry about. To give instructions and if the referee doesn't see it, there's nothing he's gonna do about it. You know. So why
Is there
waste
not
that
an
energy
instant
with them?
replay? There was an instant replay in Vegas for that? You can.
Yeah, but there was an instant replay. I heard about it, but right away, sometimes they only have a little bit of time. So that is not very accurate in my point. When I went back to the hotel, saw the whole fight, and it was a shot to the arm, and the leg was on the outside. So I'm not gonna argue about that. David looked spectacular. He looked really good. And at the end of the day, we got to be ready for whatever. He got hit when the referee was holding him, and that was one of the big shots. David, his face got a little bit swallowed right there. So, but I'm not, like I said, I got more important things to do than complain. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do in 1 second, 2 seconds? There's nothing I'm going to do about it. And we just got to stay focused on the fight at that time.
I got a few more if you still got time.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We got Ali and Dago that says, "What up, Jose Sr.? Who are your top three favorite boxers of all time?" And I believe Canelo is terrified of your son, David.
Yeah, man. Man, people are gonna hate me for this, but top in my like I said, I started late. I didn't know nothing about boxing, and that's just based off of that. I love Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I love Mike Tyson. I love Muhammad Ali. Because like I said, I came really late to the sport of boxing, and then after that, like De La Hoya, all Trinidad, and all that. But at this point right now, my favorite fighter is the Mexican Monster right now. At this point.
Great answer. We got Clemente from Phoenix who says, "Are you guys willing to move up like Berlanga and Billy or Munguia, or are you guys just focused on 175 Team Monster?" So basically, are you willing to move someone else up from 168 to 75 to fight David?
That's what I'm saying, man. Whatever the people want, man. If the people think it's a great fight, and like I said, I'm not trying to go backwards. We're trying to get more pay-per-view buys. We're trying to get more arenas bigger, and all that. But it has to be a good fight, man. So anything that the fans want to see, anything that brings danger to our career, anything that motivates David. David was super motivated with David Morrell. We never underestimated David Morrell. David Morrell was saying that he was going to expose David, that he was a robot, but he forgot to mention in all the interviews. I said, you forgot to mention that AI robot. Uh, you know. So, I mean, I just want David to stay motivated. I want David to fight the fights that are dangerous, the fights that the fans are going to be sitting down, getting up, sitting down, getting up. Um, but like I said, that's our plan. But whoever the fans want to see David fight, we'll make it happen.
We got Mike Wilson that says, "Is David ready for Crawford at 164?"
Oh, really, man? There we go. Is David ready for Crawford? Come on, I love Crawford, but David, man, it's too big for Crawford, especially those combinations and all that, man. I mean, I don't know how many rounds would Crawford go with David. To be honest, with no disrespect, but I don't even think he will go 3 rounds with David.
We got Adrian Rodriguez. "Would you guys be ever willing to work with Turkey Al-Sheikh? Congratulations on the win." But the answer is yes, because you guys are being invited over there, right?
Yeah, like I said, we're just going up there to see the fight. The main reason we're going up there is because of the fight. The WBC said it was mandatory to fight the winner of that fight, and the WBA also. So that's the only big reason. But like I said, we're very thankful to our team, Al Heyman, Luis de Cubas, Sansom, and all them. We're a team, and that's why we're here. So we just gotta make it happen. I think when a fighter wants to fight another fighter, fights are easy to make. So at the end of the day, we can work all together.
Two more. Pound for pound 165 says, "Do you train novice boxers? If so, what's your rate?" But we ain't talking rates
Man,
over the internet, right? Or are you?
you're gonna laugh how much I charge, man. You know, I love what I do, man. I just don't work with world champions. I started working with the Tejas girls when they were zero fights from Texas. I started working with Kevin Ayala, and all these fighters that didn't have fights. I love what I do, So I have a big team behind me. Poncho, Junior Lopez, Brito, Serrano, that we all work together, And you're gonna laugh when I tell you how much I charge. I charge $0, man, to train people. Everybody's welcome to my gym, and we'll help them as much as we can. But at the end of the day, it's not me, it's them, trying to be where they want to be. Discipline, hard work, and we'll work together, But a lot of people can't hang with Team Benavides because it's a lot of hard work.
Nah, for sure, man. Tough fight for Daniel Blancas, man. What's next for him?
Tough fight, man. I feel that now he's been tested. He fought an undefeated fighter, a fighter that wanted to win. I was very happy with his performance, going a lot to the body and going to war with this guy, and he got a good win. And in my mind, what matters is that he keeps progressing, and I think he's been getting better and better and better and better, and that's what I'm more focused on. So we're gonna wait until he comes back, and everything should be good, and we're gonna test him again.
Well, that's the last one, Coach. I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you for tuning
Thank
in
you.
and giving us an opportunity to interview you and enjoy Puerto Rico, man. It's a beautiful location.
Thank you, man. Puerto Rico, viva Puerto Rico, very beautiful over here. The people are super nice, and like I said, I was super surprised how much people knew who I was. Everywhere I go, man, they want to
Man,
take
you a
pictures and all
star.
that.
You know that.
Man, I never dreamed of being something like that or making somebody happy like that with just a picture, man. It's an honor. It's an honor, and thank you so much for the invite. And super excited, man. We're gonna continue working hard and give you guys the best fights that we can give you guys. Thank you.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Jose Benavidez. Johnny, I guess you felt like, man, I just interviewed him. I'm gonna let you do your thing. You the man, champ.
Yeah, I think almost everything you asked, I asked. So the interviews were very, very similar.
Okay.
Check it out if y'all haven't seen it at the Hangout spot. But I kind of knew most of the answers
Yeah.
uh, because we spoke a little bit, obviously, at length on that. So shout out to him, man. He went in on Belonga, though, man. That had me dying, man.
Yeah. People was like, I'm
Once that
holding
fight,
back my tears and shit. I ain't mad. Listen, I ain't mad. It
nah,
is
he made it
what it
clear. He
is.
made it clear to me he wants Berlanga for Pacheco. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I love that question you asked, though. Is that a possibility now that Belanga took this this co-main event? Are they setting that up for the summer? But he didn't really commit though.
Yeah, nah, I mean, because again, Berlanga's A side, that's something that he's got to confirm. I'm assuming he's got to make that decision. Is he gonna fight Pacheco? We got James Benitez, Atlanta. What up?
James.
Yo, Ness, Ness,
Yo,
hang out. You hear me?
yes, sir.
Man, man, that was a good interview, but man, hang out. I wish you would have just cut on in and just called bullshit when you heard bullshit. You know damn well Pacheco is not going to knock out Edgar Berlanga. You and I both know that shit, man. Like, bruh, if, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
Stephen
put
Nelson's
that
tough
out
test and
there, man.
everything, bro, come on, man, dog. Like, if you can't get out Nelson, man, my nigga, you're not gonna fucking knock out Edgar Berlanga. That's bullshit. And acting like Belanga's not worthy, acting like your whole camp is gonna beat the shit out of Berlanga, I doubt that seriously. Belonga is definitely a best name, and that's a name they should really consider because I'm not sure, man. Anything else they put in front of us besides better be for Bivol, people gonna accept. So they may need to reconsider that shit for David. Maybe not Pacheco, because Pacheco to me, especially with some moments of not being able to finish as Steven Nelson, looks like he's like a fringe prospect just teetering to the contender status. He might just need a little bit more building. But that's just my personal opinion. But Ness, and I also wish you would have asked more. Like, you say good numbers, but is the 150K real, or is it really more,
I mean,
or
he said he was
whatever?
happy with the pay-per-view numbers, but you didn't put that as your question, bro. That was your
I thought
question.
I thought I threw it in the Patreon. I threw it in the Patreon, but
Nah, that was a
it is
second
what it
one.
is.
I must ain't see that because your first one,
Yeah,
I asked
yeah,
your first one.
yeah. You probably ain't see it, but it's all good. Either way it goes, man. They said the pay per view is good and everything. Cool. We're just gonna roll with that and everything. So I'll just say now, David, he's starting to teeter towards stardom. But David, damn, I got that echo. Was that Hangout or was that me? Because the shit just came about. Either way it goes, David is teetering the right way towards superstardom and shit like that. But he can't be dissing Belonga because from what I remember, man, he's supposed to be the big Mexican monster, but he was notoriously known for being Tank's co-main and shit like that. But that's neither here nor there, man. But I like the interview. I like the energy. And also, man, I can't wait for Edgar to be in talks and be this free agent. So if Edgar does mess around and sit down with Al, let's see if Team Belonga keep that same energy, thinking they're better than Belonga or Belonga going to come straight through at them. But shout out to y'all. And I'll catch you on the next one, Ness. Peace.
All right, champ, appreciate you. Let's see who is next. Remember, we got Discord available and X Spaces available. Uh, man, y'all should have. You got to put those questions in the members community page if you want me to ask those questions. I see that Mozzie, you said to ask him about Shiraz. Yeah, you had to put that where it go. Champ. Let me catch up on these super chats, get back to the phone lines. If you're trying to call in, Discord is available, and so is X Spaces, formerly known as Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and put this live link in the live chat here for those that want to call in. And remember, if you're a member or a Patreon of TBV, you get to ask all our guests a question. And I'm going to turn that up for 2025. We're getting back to asking guest questions and having interviews as frequently as possible. So if you're a member, take advantage of being a member and drop a question for whatever guest. Johnny, you was trying to say something. I cut you off, it sounded like.
Nah. I was letting everybody know, man. Let's get these callers in, man. Yeah, Jose Sr. is always a good interview, man. Shout out to him. And I look forward to seeing what's going on. I did ask him that question about Riyadh, so I knew they were going to be in the building to try to. I would guess Turkey's going to try to make that fight if Better Beef wins and there's no rematch.
I hope, man. Just all I'm saying is give me my credit. I said it about 2 years ago. I think it was when after the Boo Boo fight that he would beat Better Beef. And it's like Jose said, when they beat Better Beef, don't say he was too old. Don't say that shit. Adrian, $2. I thought he was a superstar. This is nasty work. And I guess that was a play on words. Adrian back with another 2. And he says, you did this. You said Edgar Berlanga brought the city out. Laughing my ass off. Y'all don't get business, man. Y'all don't get business. Daniel Vega, $2. David, the same thing was co-main to Tank. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I didn't laugh at David either. You guys was laughing at David. The Canelo fans was laughing at David. This is what I'm saying. Being a main event is great. Being a co-main event, it's not a bad thing. But you guys, that's what you do. See, I don't ever have to have those issues because I preach equality. So I treated David equally great for being in the co-main, and I'm treating Edgar the same. Y'all can't live with that. Jerry Soriano, your lender for life, $2. Before we die on that Berlanga Hill, don't forget the hype. Clown emoji. Hey, man, you call it hype, I say your favorite fighter going good night. Jerry Soriano, $2. Hearn wanted Berlanga in a big fight. Right now, momentum stopped emoji. Hey, man, Hearn got to pay like he weigh. That's why we paying for this. We getting this tune-up on Hearn's dime, and now we going back to bidding war. You either want to be in the Berlanga business or you don't. And everybody want to be in the Berlanga business. Jerry back with another 2. Berlanga celebrating the loss. Looks straight. Fugazi. Listen, champ. You say tomato, I say tomato. He's the biggest he's been. Off of the loss. You just gel. Adrian, $2. How the F you co-main event in mini Puerto Rico? Laughing my ass off, Ness. Play that Berlanga. Listen, strategic, bro. Everything is strategic here, It's done for a reason. And we'll see what they got. Keith Conley has gotten the big fight for Adam Kovnacki, got in the big fight for Daniel Jacobs, got in the big fight now for Conor Benn. If you want to somehow discredit and think that, Keith isn't doing his job, you do that because you're going to fall flat on your face for not believing. We got Adrian back with another 2. Edgar Berlanga fighting a mother effer that makes mofongo in a food truck. Hey, man, y'all tuned in, though. Samat, $2. Ness holding back tears right now. Ain't nothing to cry about, baby. Larry OG, $5. How does he feel about Pacheco versus Maul Charlo or Shiraz? Yo, Larry OG, not only are you not a member, but maybe you're not a YouTube, a Patreon. But with that 5, you could have became either or and asked that question, and then continue to ask questions for the rest of the month to whatever other guests we have. Because we don't take super chat questions because we got the other pages open and we're focused on the community who is supporting these questions. Edwin Martinez, $2. Can David Benavidez fight Berlanga? Only if Berlanga moves up. $2 more from Jerry Soriano. What the F, Ness? In his soft touch era? Dr. Duckingstein? No, I just understand that David Benavidez needs a marquee name at this point. Gennady Golovkin is a huge name. You know, that would have been a good fight. I don't like the Chavez fight, but he's also a big name. This is for casuals. This ain't for us. This is for the casuals. We got Jerry Soriano, $2 more. Senior, how many more PBC fights left on your contract? All guest questions need to be directed to the members only page or the Patreon page. Edwin Martinez, $2. We want Berlanga next for David. Stop begging for 168 pounders to move up. Edwin Martinez, $2 more. Troy charges more than him with his pack bus. Shout out to Troy Hamza. We got Half Boxing, $2. Thanks for the platform you created, Ness. Thank you for being part of it, Half Boxing. And shout out to you for gifting one membership to one of these lucky punks. Salute, salute. We got Tyron on the check-in. What up?
What up, Tyron?
Yo, what's good, man?
We hear you. What up?
Shouts out to TVV. Yeah, I caught the last ending of the interview, so I'm gonna play it back to the full interview. I sent you something what Rick was saying. I don't know if you saw it or even spoke on it.
Supposedly Rick saying it did 70,000. Like, you know, when has he said anything good about a PBC pay-per-view?
Yeah, true. So those, so we don't know between 70 and 100, I guess. But I really would like to see Berlanga and Pacheco though. That would be a good fight. And I'm not mad. So who is the main event that Berlanga's fighting? Is the co-main event on card?
Ammo Austin Williams and Patrick Vonley.
Okay. I mean, I'm not. I guess I'm not. I mean, you can't say you mad at it, right? I mean, it's like a little tune-up coming off from that Canelo fight, which was a tough fight for him. So I just feel like this is like a tune-up, sharpen the tools, see what he learned from that fight, and bring on to the next one. And hopefully after this one, we get a big fight that he's in. Yeah, Berlanga is a good fighter to me. He got stuff that he needs to work on, but the upside and the potential is there. So, he's going to be in some good fights. So hopefully he take care of business and look in sensational fashion, and hopefully we get like Pacheco fight soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that'll be a good fight, honestly, man. But that's all I just wanted to say, champ. Still tuning in, man. I appreciate you being to me. That's our TVB.
I, champ, appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, man, stop being greedy. Hit that thumbs up. Absolutely free. And it's a perfect way to support the show. Right now, we have 236,404. But we need about another 600 subscribers to get to that next goal. Let's see what we got. If you're trying to call in, Discord is available, and so is X Spaces. Keem the Dream, what up?
Keem. I was just thinking of him earlier today. I swear.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo.
What up, man? Who that? That's Johnny. What up, Johnny?
What up, champ?
Ain't nothing, man. Another day. Leaving the gym, headed to the crib, man. Catch the show. Look at I call in on this crazy news, bro. What's Eddie Hearn doing, man? Like, what's this guy doing? Like, Ness, we was in the building when Berlanga sold that same venue out. Packed it, wall to wall. People in there going crazy for this, man. It was like you like to say, it was a movie in there. You know what I'm saying? The same venue, he packed it out. Now he's putting them in there on a co-main, the ammo. And then, like, Bro, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You got Amari Jones from Orlando, bronze medalist, making his pro debut. He's got a lot of support in the community. A lot of people gonna pull up to watch him. Obviously, all the Puerto Ricans and the New Yorkers are popping out for Berlanga, and then they're gonna leave, and the building's gonna be empty when Ammo fights on the main event. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen, bro. Nasty work. I don't know what happened with Eddie Hearn and Berlanga. He was supposed to get this Puerto Rico fight in March, and then now he's landed a tune up on the co-main, the Ammo. I don't know. I don't know what happened with him and Eddie. Something's going on there. Obviously, it's the last fight with Matchroom, so I don't know. Maybe he's just getting a quick tune up in to get his contractual obligations over with, and then like he said, it's on the free agency, on to the bidding war. He's on to another promotion company or something. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy. But I'm trying to be in there, man. We get them credentials, Ness. I'm pulling up. Definitely gonna be in there, man, to enjoy the fights and enjoy the night. I know there's gonna be a lot of people in the building, so it should be entertaining. But I'm telling you now, that venue's gonna empty out for the main event, man. There ain't gonna be a lot of people staying there to watch Ammo. They coming to see Amari Jones, and then they coming to see Berlanga, and that's about that. Johnny, you in the building?
Yes, sir. You already know.
All right, I'm gonna see you out there. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really all I got, man. Like I said, I'm coming from the gym to the crib, just catching the show, man. But
Hey yo,
it's nasty.
you talking about that's really all you got? Did you see that new footage?
Nah, I didn't see it. I was listening to the show. I know y'all played it, but I can't watch on YouTube, so I ain't see it. But I seen them working with Hamza over the weekend. It was live streaming. I caught some of the pad work and whatnot.
You hear that?
Crazy.
They saying
I
that's
can
your
hear it.
face.
Yeah, what?
Ooh! Ow! Ow! Hey! Hey!
Man,
Hey, King, I
that
need you to send.
sound good on the pad, man.
I need you to send some pad work that sound like that. These gunshots.
Sound like an echo, man. They in an empty room. I like that empty room hitting the
Boy,
pads, man.
you better claim
But I
your
can guarantee you, it's
position.
probably stationary pad work, huh?
You better claim your
It's
position.
stationary pad work. I'm assuming. Does he got a movement when he's doing the pad work, or is stationary forward and backwards movement?
Yeah, forward and backward, kind of stationary. We ducking
Oh,
under, we
okay,
slipping shots, we
okay,
ducking under, we
okay.
slipping shots, we popping a double jab. What you
Right,
mean?
right. I ain't even got to look at it to know what's going on there, man. But it's all good. They're doing a great job over there. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing exactly that.
All right, champ, do your thing. There you have it, Keem the
All
Dream. Up
right, bro.
next, we got Khaled, Indiana. If you're watching this on YouTube, stop being greedy. Let me get that thumbs up. We got Ali $2. Co-main to Ammo is crazy. He just fought Nello. It's all part of the plan, baby. It's all part of the plan.
Yo, Ness, I just want to point something out. Just something I want to throw out there. Like this card was already made with Ammo as the main event. It's not like they made this card and purposely put Edgar as the co-main.
Word.
They're basically adding Edgar to this card. I just want
Exactly.
everybody to think about that.
This an add-on. They don't get it, man. He just shaking all. He just shaking out. He's an add-on and ain't gonna be expensive. And that's that. Like, but I get it. They want it. They know he's the star that we say he is. So they looking at it like, yo, what's going on? He's supposed to be a main event. He's supposed to be headline. It's all good. We understand. But there's a plan. That's what Keith Conley said. Iron Mike is on you. Iron Mike. Iron Mike.
Yo.
What up?
You.
My bad. Called me in the middle of cooking. So, nothing, bro. Man, you need to sign up to be in Berlanga's promoter or something, man. Cause you That's your man's man. The way you promote that guy. Um, can we recall any of Canelo's opponents in the last 10 fights or since after the Triple G fights that have become co-main or gone on the undercard after losing to Canelo?
I mean, Monguia got knocked out after losing to Canelo. If that
No, he
is a
didn't. No, he
consolation.
didn't. He had a fight after the Canelo fight. That was the second fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's got knocked out. So, what's worse, getting knocked out or being on a co-main?
On the
Bro,
second fight after Canelo, he's
bro, I
been a main
wouldn't,
event
I wouldn't, I
regardless.
wouldn't give a fuck if it was second, third, fourth. Like, you got knocked out. Like, you didn't capitalize off your Canelo meeting. You just got knocked out. Like, what are we talking about?
Got knocked out by somebody who
Yeah.
realistically nobody had him losing to.
Exactly. He got knocked out in an upset on top of that. Like,
Mhm.
Well, nonetheless, Ness. You know what would really be nice for David, and maybe I don't know, maybe what you think is for him to try to see if he can co-promote a fight with Jake Paul, see if he can get some of that audience.
hey, man, we're going to find out something, right? Jake Paul interviewed him, so we'll find out. And if Jake Paul got any balls, he'll fight David to give him the popularity he needs that Canelo can't duck him.
Nah, that would be wild, man. Having Benavidez fight Jake Paul. I mean, he's not there yet. He needs more time. But that's my call, man. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Chip.
That's an interesting take, right? Since Canelo don't want to fight him, go and fight the guy that supposedly Canelo's ducking.
No, listen, I wish Jake was that much of a chess
Mm.
player where he'd be like, fuck it, I'm going to do a big fight with David. I'm going to sacrifice myself, but I'm going to make David so popular, he's got to fight. Canelo got to fight him, but that's a
Mm.
perfect world. That's not going to happen like that. Sin innocently. Go ahead. You was about to say something?
Nah.
Oh, wow. What up?
Me?
I hear you.
Okay, yo, listen, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I apologize. But what I'm gonna say is that I got the script for you already. He gonna knock out this bum. This dude been fighting 10 years, right? This dude took 10 years off. I think he only got 2, 3 fights in like 10 years, bro. I mean, it took me a while to find him on YouTube. Like, it was shit from like '09, 2010, bro. Like, that's
Yeah, nah,
HBO days. Like,
yeah.
nasty.
He last fought on HBO with Prosca, and then he came back to 2 tune-ups, one in DR and one in PR, I think.
Best win is like Porky Medina. He went the distance, bro. This shit gonna look nasty. And he 35? But what I'm disappointed in you in, I brought it up like a week or two ago. I said, yo, what happened to the Gabe joint? I said, why did it take it so long? But I guess it must have been money or something. For him to not get PR main event and Gabe Rosado, something must have happened. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's why he said he gonna come out and say what he gonna say or whatever. I saw he posted something. But listen, I feel bad for him a little bit because for him to get that and now Emma Williams, did Emma Williams have a win after Hamza Sharif lost? Or is this the first fight back?
I think this is first one back.
That's nasty. That he coming off a stoppage in the 12th and Edgar co-main event. That's
Yeah, but
nasty,
they
brother. You can't
adding,
lie.
they adding him. Remember,
I
this
know
ain't
it's a
his
throw-in. It's a
card.
throw-in. Yeah. There's a bullshit card. They just throwing it in. You see the money drying up. Then they don't got enough dates. It's all Saudi. But what I'm saying is that the script is he gonna do this fight. He gonna knock this dude out. He gonna sign with Jake Paul, MVP Promotions. And what they gonna do? They gonna hype up the joint. Him and Benavidez, the talk and Morel. But they ain't never gonna fight. I could see him fighting maybe a Caleb Plant or something like that. But bro, ain't nobody. But we gotta
But
admit,
what
bro,
makes you
he had
think?
a falling out.
What makes you
Go ahead. I'm
think
sorry.
Jake Paul?
Because what's it called? He a free agent. The only people left. He going back to Bob? Is he going back? Because he said he had issue with Todd the Buff. Is he going to PBC just for Caleb Plant and Charlo or Andre? Or is
Hell
he
yeah,
going to
that's a
Jake
good
Paul where he
deal.
could get some bullshit fight?
That's a
But you
good
don't know if
deal,
it's
Keller Plant
even
and
though he
Charlo.
con. But the thing is we don't know if Charlo really gonna come back. Is it gonna be a year later? Look at the 3 fights Eddie Hearn got him. Quigley, who fought a weight below, McCory, who fought a weight higher and came down, and then now this dude who coming up. Didn't this dude fight at
Oh,
154 at one point?
don't forget Berlanga got the Canelo fight with Eddie.
What I'm saying is like he didn't really need that with Eddie. That was Keith Conlon and Al Haymon relationship, really. Because you saw Showtime didn't really have no guys.
Nah,
They had the contract with
Quigley was
Canelo,
at
so
the
they just gave
zone.
him Munguia and Edgar.
Quigley was the
No.
zone.
I agree with that. I'm talking Quigley, McCory, and this guy. That's the zone. But what I'm saying is the Canelo fight. The manager Keith Conley and Al Heyman relationship really put that together. That wasn't really Eddie, because you see that should have been his third fight, but he wasn't on the
you
zone
right.
for that
You
fight.
right, because that
That's why
was a
he's doing that.
PBC. That was a PBC on
Yeah,
Prime.
because you saw Munguia and Edgar, they just had the contract with Canelo, but they didn't have no fighters. Charlo and all them was looking washed, so they gave it to his own guys. But what I'm saying is, though, the Edgar shit, even with Gabe at 40, that's nasty. This dude at 35 is nasty. He got to knock him out. 20 wins, 16 knockouts, fighting at 154. He got to knock him out. Come on, man.
But it's not
Yeah,
your
I
time.
mean, he should. It's a tune-up. Hopefully, he get it done, man. We got El Gasson.
He gonna knock him out. It's a stay busy fight too. You know, you got to get him back in the ring.
Word.
Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up? Oh, this Joker. What up?
Yeah, bro, your Discord's not working on my shit, bro. But damn, co-main to a fucking Pokemon character named Amma Williams. That's nasty. That is crazy, bro. I mean, fuck, you know what? Do your thing, knock Mantequilla out, and shit, man. Go fight a Bazinyan. Go call out Steven Nelson. Go get someone out there, man. Because you ain't gonna fight Pacheco, and I feel like if you let Pacheco get 1 or 2 more fights in, that's bad, bro. Like the kid impressed me a lot for his age, showing a lot of patience versus a veteran dude, versus a guy that has Terrence Crawford as a sparring partner. You know how much experience Steven Nelson had, and he got his ass beat. Yeah, shout out Pacheco, Berlanga. Damn, I feel sorry for you, man. How you go from being fucking Drake after losing to Canelo and end up being Kodak Black on the streets eating chicken wings looking like a fucking crackhead. That's horrible, bro. Shout out Eddie Hearn, bro. I guess you're doing Edgar a favor, not taking another L back to back. Yeah, that's it, bro. I don't know what else to say. How you go from having 10,000 motorcycles follow you in Puerto Rico to being a co-main to fucking a Furby? A dude that wears a tail to his fucking walkouts looking like Goku and shit. That's crazy. Man, Puerto Rico's doing bad. Y'all savior is Xander Zayas, man. I think y'all need to give up on all the Puerto Ricans. Except La Roca. Shout out Keem and Ovega. They put me on that kid. He's pretty good. But that's it. La Roca and Xander is y'all's future. Put Edgar to sleep. Put him away, man. This is nasty. You hyped him up so much, bro, just to come back and fight a dude named Butter that had a 10-year layoff. Is he even butter? Is it even real butter? Ain't that the saying on the fucking package? I
I
don't think
mean,
it's real
his
butter,
name
bro.
is Mantequilla, bro. Mantequilla.
Yo, this is crazy, man. But hey, whatever, bro. You know, do your thing, Edgar. Knock him out and fight someone that's coming from a loss. Like they said, McCumbee, Steven Nelson, Bazinian. Who else is out there that he can? Gavril. Fight Gavril. Take the fight that Munguia should have fought, and then he didn't fight him, and then we get knocked out by Sarasi. Oh, take Sarasi. Fight Bruno, bro. Fight Bruno. Knock him out. Do what Munguia couldn't do, and you might fucking get a main event again. Have a good night, bro.
All right.
You may feel like it's your time,
Speaking of
but
Monguia,
it's not your time.
footage has surfaced of him training with Canelito, and now it begins. The hype up of Munguia. Him and Canelo in the ring throwing shots at each other. Credit Eddie Reynoso for the footage. They working on that head movement.
Very nice.
You know, this is what you get when you join that Canelito team. We got Mr. BBC on the check-in. What up?
Yo, what it do? Yeah, I'm not really excited for this fight, to be real with you. I think it's dope for you Berlanga fans, but I'm not really a fan of that. I don't really like seeing niggas haircuts and the jewelry. I watched like a music video, but I'm more worried about what he's gonna do after this. I would like to see Berlanga, Pacheco, or do what he can do. Maybe Caleb Plant for sure. Put that "Make America Great Again" on Caleb Plant. Get him out that realm. Put him in a little something to sell. What you think of this, Ness? You think it's a cool little fight?
What, the
I mean, is
Berlanga
it $40
tune-up?
worth?
The
If you're at
Berlanga,
the zone,
what we talking about?
the Berlanga fight, yeah.
I mean, it ain't $40. This part of your subscription, B. It's part of your
Well, then this
subscription.
subscription is the $40, right?
Nah, because you can't divide the one fight into 40. You got to divide everything
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
month.
You're right. You're
And
right.
it's not 40. It's. I mean, if you ain't got the zone, I think it's 20 or 30.
No, I'm not gonna watch this. It's cool though. Definitely, but have we seen any pay-per-view numbers from the turkey cards, or is it you just paying pay-per-view for
Yeah, I
what? What
mean,
are we
I
doing?
mean,
We
I
no,
mean,
we
I
don't
mean,
report no more.
I mean, we don't report turkey numbers because he only charges $20, so we don't really care. We only we
But we
only
don't
we only care about the
care
expensive.
about
No, we
the
only
the
we
views of
no. The
people.
same thing like the UK. They pay $20. We don't never care about their pay-per-views. We don't care because they getting treated right, so
We
we don't
don't
care.
care. So
Nah, we
America
don't
only
care.
cares.
No, we
Thank
only
you.
we only care about the $90
Thank you.
pay-per-views they're ripping us for. That's all we care about.
So we
Because
only count the pay-per-views for Canelo because he's robbing us.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because look,
That sounds dumb as hell.
you paying 90
That
for
sounds
just
dumb as hell,
I mean,
bro.
you saying that because you're not allowing your brain to think.
I'm
You're paying
I'm
$90 for
thinking while I'm
Canelo
talking to you.
Berlanga. You paid 90 for
No, I
Canelo
feel you.
Berlanga.
Okay.
So
now can you hear me
that's
out?
why we clocking them numbers, because we
Ness, I
like,
got a
damn,
few
you really
minutes on
gonna shit
this.
on us?
No, I got a few minutes on this. I'm not trying to,
Whatever.
disrespect you and your YouTube platform, gangster this, but like we've been always doing pay-per-view numbers for any fucking fight, even if we didn't like it or not. If we
Nah,
did like it, we did. If we didn't, we did. That was what it always was on here. Come on now. I'm
we
not
don't
just fucking new to the game. It's not Turkey that's gonna change the game.
we don't we don't we
I mean,
don't
if he's doing a big
we
card,
don't
don't we
care
want to
about
see if it's
numbers,
bringing
man.
in
We
casuals?
don't care about numbers.
Or if it's
We only
did big,
care.
we don't care about numbers. Okay, it is what
Nah,
it is.
we only care about the
That's
numbers
that's what's up.
from the expensive pay-per-views because those are the
And
ones
I'm not
getting
even
us.
talking shit because I want to see. I'm just like, okay, that card was big. What did it do for 20? Maybe 20 is a decent price that we need to set pay-per-views by. But we're not doing pay-per-view buys for him. So we made that clear. You made that clear. You're the voice of the people. There is no equal. So
I mean,
definitely, I don't want to see
I just don't
Berlanga
get
though.
why you care about that. Why you care about that? Like the shit
I
$20.
don't, dog. I like to see what things do good or not. Like it's not comparing or being someone like having a better network than any other or like anything. It's like okay, when Tyson Fury sold out that one stadium in the UK, he did like 90,000. Like that's like
Champ, just
something to
think
like
about it.
go off of for some people.
We don't know the pay-per-views for
But we
Usyk.
don't know for none.
But that's the point because we don't care. We only
So
care
we
about the
don't need to.
fight.
We don't care.
We only care
I
about the
get you.
fight. We only care about the fight.
I get
The
you.
Tank
But I've been
pay-per-views and the
caring
Canelo
for
pay-per-views
Canelo
get
when
counted.
he Canelo's known to do
You're not
around
getting it.
500 to 700.
You're not getting
That's
it.
what he's known to do.
All right.
Turkey, we're not knowing like 'cause we don't care.
And that's what
Canelo,
he
we know.
did. That's what
Tank,
he did. That's
Tank
what he did.
150 to 250. Okay, I get that. Floyd was a whole nother parameter. He was like what it was. Now what it is that we're not getting it for Turkey. I get it. You made it clear. I'm not gonna question it no more. That's my call.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yeah, I just feel like we care about the Tank numbers and the Canelo numbers because we paying 80 and 90 for that shit, and they not fighting the people that we want, so we clocking them numbers. But when we getting shit we care about or we like, we don't give a fuck about the numbers. We just care that we get in the fight.
I get what
Say
you're
what?
saying. I said I get exactly what you're saying.
Khaled, Indiana.
Yo,
Yo.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I bet. Hey, real quick with the Eric scrap. I ain't tripping on that tune up. I'm gonna be locked in because I need to see how he look and post this Nello fight. So I'm gonna be locked in on that. Um, maybe he can go to PBC, man. Plant over there. Canelo over. I mean, not Canelo, but Charlo over there. Maybe that's the maybe that's the re-up for him, or maybe he go fuck with Turkey Al Sheik. But I feel like some of the fights that he trying to make is already with Matchroom and with PBC. So not really sure where he gonna go from there. Jose Benavidez was capping a little bit. Nash, you kind of let him off the hook with that co-main shit. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of talking some shit, and he's saying that David gonna stop Berlanga. He said Diego Pacheco would stop Berlanga. That was a sick ass statement that he made. You kind of let it rock. You ain't give him. You could have casually, gracefully pushed back on that, but it's cool though. I understand. He already kind of felt you was talking a little shit, and you don't want to rub my man the wrong way. But you could have been like, "Yo, you sure Diego go like stop him?" Yeah, Diego ain't stopping shit. So
Damn. I think he did say
yeah,
damn.
bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. I mean, but you know, Ness to get on that with these interviews sometimes. But you know, I understand, man. He trying to keep it cool. I ain't get a chance to comment on that William Skull joint. Yeah, I figured that joint was gonna happen. Nello trying to get that undisputed shit. Niggas posting their weights, trying to sell the fight. You're not fooling me. I see past the marketing. You're not gonna post your weight and get me to believe that whatever the fuck you're walking around at is what the fuck is going on. But you know that's good for the casuals. But I'm locked in. So yeah, I'll be locked into the Edgar joint. Hopefully he can get like the right bid because I think he is a star in the sport and he just needs to get the right push. But he had a solid weight class. I would love to see the Jaime fight, love to see the Pacheco fight, love to see the Billy fight. Love to see the Caleb Plant fight. It's all big fights. And I actually would like to see the David Benavidez scrap too, but I don't think that's good for David Benavidez because he's just bringing up a smaller guy again. So we probably need to deal with only guys that's at 175. But I still like that fight on paper. But just business wise, I think that Benavidez needs to just stay worrying about 175 pounds if it's not Saul Canelo Alvarez. So yeah, bro, I think we live. So yeah, I think that's everything, man. Shout out to oh yeah, man, we got the fights this weekend. Hey Ness, you know what I'm saying? Just like how we gave David Benavidez 4 straight days, if we want to make Keyshawn, kind of push Keyshawn in that right way, he might need to get 3, 4 days or not just limited to one day. This is his first title shot.
You can't
He's
make
trying
a
to get the thing.
star. You can't make
All
like
right,
David has the fan base and the haters to support that. We could
you're right.
certainly try, but
Yeah,
those types of situations are reserved for the people that demand that attention.
garner
Like
that.
yeah, like Canelo,
Yeah,
for instance. How many days did we talk about Canelo and Crawford being official? Because it don't get off people's minds, and not everybody gets to get it off their chest or get they
you're
three
right.
minutes off. So you need multiple days, multiple shows. Baranchek isn't Morrell. Like David was
Mm,
fighting Morrell. Keyshawn is fighting Baranchek. Like nobody knows that dude. Like on a commercial casual level. So I don't
you're
know that
right.
we could get 4 or 5 days of pre-fight hype from them. And the card probably
That's,
nasty work too. I mean, Xander
yeah,
fighting
that
some
shit
dude I never
nasty.
fucking heard of.
What the
Top
fuck they
Rank is
doing with
good
Xander,
at
man?
building prospects. Like they don't take that leash off till they take that leash off. But
This nigga
listen,
Xander in
I
top
could
four
try,
ranking.
man. I could try.
Yeah, bro, that's fair, bro. This nigga Xander is in top four rankings. Keep fighting these weak ass fights, man. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck going on with Xander? That shit trash. And that shit on Valentine's Day too. So it's gonna be a unique situation for my nigga Keyshawn. But everybody ain't got a wife or a girl to go home to. So motherfucker still might watch it. Or I might watch that shit with my girl. But nonetheless, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out the whole panel. Everybody, that's my call. Thank you.
All right. Uh Appreciate you for checking in. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, man, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. Can't say it enough. We need to go ahead and activate the algorithm. You know what I mean? So they know we rocking out every day, twice a day. You know, whenever I miss, something came up, man. You already know that. I'm out here. And shout out to the community member. Someone reached out and said I should interview shit, what is his name, bro? Shit disappeared already. Francisco Scarborough from DC. So we communicating with him. Also, someone asked me to interview Marcos Forceto from Puerto Rico. Maybe he's Puerto Rican or is that Cuban? Yo, your flag is the blue lines or the red lines? Oh, that's Cuban. He's Cuban. Got another Cuban fighter. Yeah, Blue Lines is Cuban. So yeah, I'm communicating with their teams to get them on. Once again, if you're a Patreon or a YouTube member, you get to ask all these guys a question. You know, we got Jerry Soriano, $2. Run a poll. Who wins Berlanga versus Jake? Cash out at 26. What does even cash out at 26 mean? Because they don't weigh 26 pounds. Are they 26 years old each? Is that what you're saying? But polls cost $5. We got Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder. Gonzalez had 2 fights in 2024 since 10-year hiatus. He's not an inactive boxer. This fight is about getting the matchroom option fight off the table, free agency. Yes, sir. That's what I try to tell these guys. This is business, but they don't want to listen, man. They don't want to listen. You can only lead these horses to water. Can't force them to drink. Check out my man Plant taking shots at Berlanga.
I knew that was coming.
And we got the screen share in case it gets deleted. Keller Plant says, and the crowd goes mild. Anyway, $40 on pump 3, my guy. Appreciate it. So I guess he's calling Berlanga's opponent a gasoline attendant or whatever. But I love Berlanga's comeback. Let's see if it shows. Oh, that's nasty work. You ain't send a comeback? Come on, Donald. Do your thing, man. That's whack. Bro, Berlanga comes back and says, $40? Man, what kind of car you driving? A Honda Civic? yo, and listen, you know why it's funny? Because I got a Honda Accord. It just cost me $44 to fill up. So that motherfucker knows what he talking about, okay? And listen, if you got a better car than that, you also know it don't cost $44. You know what I'm saying? That's an economical tank right there. So shout out to Berlanga with the shots fired. I fucking loved it.
That's funny.
Yeah, those dudes got to fight, man. That's probably going to be the big fight they talk about, man. That's probably going to be the big fight they talk about. Maybe Keith is getting the deal done with Al so they could do it on pay-per-view. Not that I want it on pay-per-view. Not that I want it on pay-per-view, man.
Speak it into existence, champ.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to speak it into existence. I'm saying.
No, I'm not talking about pay-per-view. I'm talking about that fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. But, you know, if Berlanga, you know, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Listen, that looks like the last call or last super chat. We're going to do a last call for callers. If you're trying to keep the show going, now is the time to pop up. If not, hangout spot. Where can they find you?
You already know the hangout spot on YouTube. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Subscribe to your boy. I'm doing live shows now in the evening. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays with guests, boxing talk. Who knows? Maybe
yeah, man. I've been seeing you've been getting a bunch of interviews, man. Shout out to you. I love to see the grind, bro. Every day I see you fucking post a new interview.
Appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, you my mentor, man. Who knows? Maybe Ness will pop up on one of my shows as a guest, man. You gotta link up.
But you late then. So you supposed to go live now.
No, I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays only.
All right, so I'm gonna have to miss because I go live at 7 Eastern, and depending how long the show goes, I might be live while you're live.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, usually 9 out of 10 times, unless we talk about Tank or something like that, usually out by 9.
Yeah.
You
Shout out
know,
to Alex
talk
Vega
about
that
Tank.
said, F your Prius. I guess he's jumping on the Berlanga Keller Plant joke. But we all know Keller Plant has nice cars. He got this old school car. He got a couple Benzes and shit. So, it still was a
That
good
was
comeback from my boy Berlanga.
that was good. That was good. I'm hoping to see if I could hook up in one of his training sessions in Pro Box. I'm trying to make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get up there live.
You got to talk to Mark.
Yeah, we trying to make that happen. We talking about it. See if I could get up there, maybe go on a live.
Damn, you trying to go live from the gym? I hear
I'm trying to do maybe interview him live right there at the gym.
For sure.
Give us a little bit of more of an explanation. He said he's coming out. He's gonna tell the story on how this whole shit came about. Didn't you read that tweet earlier?
Yeah. I just don't think it's nothing crazy. I think it's just like the last super chat. He just getting rid of this last option so he could be a free agent and get that bidding war again. It's that simple. Remember the last time out, he had Mayweather wanting him, Al wanting him, Oscar and Eddie. Now a lot of those bridges is dang dead. I don't know if Oscar's gonna put another deal after Berlanga literally pinned the tweet saying he'll slap the shit out of Oscar. So, AG, what up?
Yeah, he burned that bridge.
Hey, this is boxing. They got to get over that shit too. If
True.
Oscar fought B-Hop and now is a partner with him, I'm sure he could fucking make shit happen with Berlanga. But what up, champ?
Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm just changing my son's diaper. You might hear him in the background. But yeah, shout out you guys. What's up, Johnny from the Hangout Spot? How you doing, man?
What's going on, player?
Hey, just trying to call in more. I'm calling that much. But I like the Berlanga fight. Not super excited about it, but like Ness said, everybody needs to tune up, and I'm glad he's doing it on the undercard. So it's all good. What else? Oh, man, that Keyshawn Davis fight on Friday. Can't wait. Taking the wife out, though, for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to have to watch it after, unfortunately. But it's all good there. I am down to 24 pounds in about a month and a half. I got about 2 months left for my fight at 190 for the Central California Battle of the Badges. So that should be pretty exciting right there.
What weight?
That's what.
I'm fighting at 190, but right now I'm 214.
Bro, why you don't fight on my card, man? I got a 205 for you.
Man,
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, damn. Let me see.
Here's the thing. I'm going out there at least to watch the Godson's birthday that day, man.
You said what?
I can't miss that.
Breaking up. You breaking up a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
breaking
I was
up.
going to try going out there for the fights and everything.
Okay. Damn, we just got a 160-pounder signed up with 36 bouts. Lord mercy. These kids be boxing. Yo, we lost you, AG. Here you go. 205, Ruben Ariola.
Sorry.
How old are you said?
Damn, I wait. 32. Hey, but listen, I'm not gonna be able to make it though because it's my godson's birthday.
Oh, no worries.
That day,
Family
March
first.
1st.
Family first.
Yeah, but man, yeah, absolutely. But damn, hopefully next time, man. But yeah, I like what you guys are doing, man. Because before this, I was 238, man. I was like way out of shape, and every time I get in a fight, I get a fight, I get in shape. So my thing is, I just got to keep lining up these fights and keeping myself in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Got
What
to
was
stay
that? Remember, I
active.
remember earlier in the year, maybe later at the end of last year. I think at the end of last year, you were talking about having some show where where people go in to fight each other and lose weight through boxing. You still trying to take that off, right? Still trying
Well,
to get that
yeah,
going?
I mean, ultimately that's what this will get to be, right? Like eventually I want to be able to, let's say hypothetically, have 8 people in a house, show them how to cut the
You may
weight,
feel like it's your turn,
use boxing to
Yeah.
but it's not
prepare
your turn.
them to lose that weight, and then ultimately they have that fight. It's like contender meets
Yeah.
biggest loser. Cause I just feel that boxing is the easiest way and form of losing weight. And the more people that know, the easier it would be. I mean, again, shadow boxing, anybody can do that. But if you do shadow boxing consistently enough, you're gonna lose a lot of weight.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
And it all
Yeah,
depends
no,
on your
I like what
intensity,
you're doing, man. That's awesome.
You can burn more calories depending on the intensity of your shadow box. And then when you get to a certain level, you can shadow box with weighted gloves or weighted hand weights, or power locks, whatever the case may be. But listen, appreciate you calling
Yeah.
in, and hope to get you on our card soon, man. Definitely need this
Yeah,
border wars
appreciate
to
you
be
guys.
a success. Uh, in order to even consider the next one. So once again, shout out to our sponsors, Coach Larry Wade, Hudson Valley Boxing Academy. Shout out to Jerry Soriano. Shout out to H Town. Shout out to Saint I Am. Shout out to, let me pull up my list. Pardon me, fellas. Pardon me.
March 1st, Border Wars.
All right, yeah.
CYP put
I got
something
to.
else
Oh,
out on
shout out to the
IG.
IBO and the WBC. Pardon me. Almost forgot. We're gonna have some IBO medals and WBC medals for you, and if all goes well, we'll also have a green belt, like the one Tip decided not to defend. But it's all good. You feel me? Rakim,
Main
what
event.
up? Go ahead, champ. I'm sorry.
No, I said main event Tip.
Word, man. He could have helped the card out by being on the co-main, but he's too big for co-mains. He said.
That's
Yo,
What
how's
up? What
audio,
up?
my friend?
Straight.
Oh, is that Johnny I hear? Johnny hangout spot?
yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, man. Shout out to you. Ness, once again, man, thank you so much for putting on these evening shows, man. Work life could be busy, and I feel like your show for me is one of my like the mental breaks I look forward to the most. Like even tonight, I'm working on a bunch of deadlines, some talks and shit I'm giving, and saw you were on, bro. I saw you were on, so I had to hop on. So appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so I see your man's and them is got a comeback fight. And
Yep.
did I hear you at one point say this dude's a Puerto Rican?
Yep. He is Jonathan Mantequilla. Yep.
That's great. So where's this fight gonna happen?
Baby Puerto
Do we know
Rico,
yet?
Orlando.
Caribe Royal,
Orlando
Orlando.
is known as Baby Puerto Rico?
What the hell?
Bro, I
Oh
don't know,
man.
man. Forgive my ignorance, bro, but that's amazing. If that's the case, as long as you got a bunch of Boricuas to come out, man.
Hell yeah, bro. First of all,
So
Berlanga
Okay.
sold that out when he was the main event, but this is an add-on. They don't really know that he's on this unless they do heavy promotion. But
Yeah,
don't
but why
forget,
is he not the main event though, right? If he filled out that place last time in Orlando, and you said,
yeah,
is that
it's
the one that
this
you said
is
was a
this is all
movie?
negation. This is all negotiations. This was a final option on his contract. So you figure if I get you to give me a tune-up, now I go into free agency and you gotta re-up. You gotta re-up if you want to be
So
part of
this
the
is
Berlanga
you
movie.
said this is the last piece of his matchroom deal?
Oh yeah. I mean, think about it. They got the Quigley off. Then they did the 175-pound IBO champion McCory, and then they did Canelo, and now they got this one.
Yeah.
And let's not
And it's
forget this
kind of
card was
weird to
already.
me that he would be a co-main coming. Like
But
the way he promoted the
Bro,
Canelo fight was
it's
card was
phenomenal,
already.
actually.
business. It's business. If again, if I go into the big fight right now with Pacheco, it's the last fight
Oh
on
no,
my.
no, no, no. No, Ness. I get that. I get that, bro. I get that. But I think he could have a tune-up against this Puerto Rican guy and still support a main event in the right location because
No,
he's now been seen
for sure.
on the main screen by most people.
Yes,
But
yes,
again,
let
you don't know if they
card.
was trying to put an option on him. You don't know if they was saying, "All right, we're gonna let you main event in Puerto Rico, but we get the option to your next fight." You know,
I
maybe all he could do to just get this last fight off his contract was take, you know,
I
a lesser
see your
fight.
angle. I wasn't understanding the angle of Berlanga's career and him thinking about a career. I didn't think about that. Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, okay. And then do we know who's going to be main?
Say again?
Do we know who's going to be main eventing?
Yeah, Ammo fucking Williams, bro. They gotta flip it. They gotta last minute flip it, bro. It don't even make sense for
Uh,
Ammo to be main event in Orlando. He's from Texas. And then he's fighting some
yeah.
dude named Patrick Vonley. Ain't he from Canada? Let me look this shit up again. It
Bro,
makes
yeah,
zero
that's
sense.
crazy work.
It makes
That's
zero
crazy
sense.
work to me,
It's not
man.
even Patrick, it's Patrice, and he is from Canada. Lord have mercy. Nah, this
Bro,
is
yeah, no,
nasty.
dude, I stand on that. Then I think Berlanga needs to just be shoved up to main event, bro.
Yeah, they need to. Maybe he always was, but again, they couldn't come to an agreement to extend that contract. That's
Yeah.
how I'm looking at it, man. Keith Conley,
I
Keith
hear you.
Conley,
I hear you.
Keith Conley has put out that we're all gonna understand come summertime. So there's another big fight coming down the pipeline. He gonna
Okay, well,
he,
yo, if Connolly already put out a little hint, then he's always up to something. I trust that dude for sure with his business moves. But yo, one thing I wanted to just touch base. I didn't get the call in the morning about the weekend. Who was that dude that absolutely beat the brakes off of Rakhimov and
Justin
sadly gave
Powell,
him a
man.
brain bleed?
Justin Powell, we had him on the show, bro. Amazing performance. Best performance of his
Bro,
career.
unbelievable performance. And it
Yeah.
like made me think, I'm like, yo, obviously this whole transit styles make fights, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that British kid that was trying to call out Shakur for a while, like he went like to deep waters with Rakhimov. And then this kid just outclassed him, dismantled him, and almost killed him.
Yeah, man. It was
It was
wild.
a
It was cool.
wild
Beautiful
difference. I was
performance.
shocked
Beautiful
to see that happen.
performance. I was so impressed with that performance, bro, that I had to get him on, man. Like, he's never looked that good.
Bro, well, shout out to you. I'm glad you gave him shine. I'm glad he got that shine on the platform. But that to me was the highlight performance of the weekend, without a doubt.
Oh yeah. Funny you said that. I said the same thing. I said he was the fighter of the weekend.
For sure, dude. When I saw that, I was like, who is this kid? And he is a
Yeah.
problem.
No, such a clean performance, so composed. He wasted zero energy, beautiful pivots, beautiful defense,
Dude,
straight right
dude.
hands.
He was paced the whole time.
Yeah, no, he
Dude,
was
crazy.
it was crazy the composure. That level, what I compared it to was those early performances from Richardson Hitchens, excluding the Gustavo Limons. He looked like Hitchens, where he's just taking a step over, barely moving, slipping under a pivot, boom, bang, hitting you with the 1-2. He just looked really, really good, man. But this guy wasn't even doing 1-2. Like occasionally he would double jab, but he was popping, rock him off with that straight right, just leading, bang, bang. It was
Yeah,
beautiful. It was beautiful.
and Rakimov's an aggressive dude to be sniping the guy in between all that.
No,
That's
no. The thing with
calm,
Rakhimov,
collected work.
the thing with Rakhimov is that he had to be taught, that he can't win. Like he kept trying to win, and it was after the third round. I was feeling bad for that dude, bro. That shit was a lot of power shots he was getting hit with, and he wouldn't stop coming forward. He wouldn't stop trying.
Bro, and
And Justin
I
was
was
just so
watching that shit with
accurate.
my wife, and when he got knocked out, I was like, "That's bad. That's really bad." And I kind of felt it then, like the way he looked. I was like, "I'm worried this is a serious complication." And I just saw an article that he had a brain bleed.
Oh, really? I mean, listen.
Yeah, man.
Now
No,
you see,
he had an intracranial hemorrhage. He had a brain bleed. He's been in the hospital.
now
Rock Mob has.
you see, bro. In the third round, I did a live fight chat. Did I do a live fight chat? Oh my God, I didn't. But I said it when I came on the show this morning. I said, bro, by the third round, I even told Justin, by the third round, bro, I wanted them to stop it. It didn't make sense. He was getting hit with too many. Damn, that's fucked up. I hope he's okay.
Dude, yeah. No, the latest I just read is that he just got out of the hospital, but I don't see a guy returning to his career after that. I'm just glad he's out of the
Well, nah,
hospital,
I wouldn't
and it's
say I
not
would.
like your Bosanuli situation, but
I know you're the doctor and not me, but I wouldn't go that far because we've certainly had reports of other fighters having brain bleed and then they back, right? I mean, I can't think off top who, but I feel like we've
bro,
seen that. No?
I I hope not. Luis Alberto Lopez still not back. The guy Morel
Oh yeah,
went into coma.
yeah.
Your
That guy.
Bosanuli, he didn't come back, which is a good thing. But yeah, man, it's scary business. When he got like the weight eventually, how long he was down, and when he got up, I just knew.
Bro,
I was like,
is
his brain's not functioning.
that they
And I
give
told my
these
girl then,
guys
bro, and then it's crazy that it happened.
too many opportunities, and I get, oh, he's a champion, he's a dog, but when you're landing that many clean shots, the fucking head is not supposed to be meant to get hit like that,
Yep. Yep.
let alone
Bad.
repeatedly, bro. And these fighters are warriors. We need to save them from themselves, man. But listen, champ, let you go. Appreciate you calling in. That was the bell a half hour ago. You are the man. Johnny, let them know where they can find you once again.
The hangout spot on YouTube, man. Let's go, community.
And you already know I'm back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, twice a day. Peace.
Peace out.